Hello everyone, Jeff Pistola here, and must say it's a little different as we again welcome you for the Hills Football League game of the round. A little different as we're coming on when we are usually about to sign off. But all in the name of another highly anticipated call of the Wild Encounter as the team are here at Hybrid Ag Gumeracha Oval for the Twilight Round 3 Country Division A grade fixture between the hosting Gumeracha Northern Magpies and Kersbrook. And as we say, good evening to Benny Goldfinch. Certainly plenty to look forward to. Benny this afternoon or tonight as the two neighbouring arch rivals go into battle for the first time under the bright new lights here at Gumeracha for the revered Mcscovia Cup, while the Gumeracha RSL sub-branch and the football club will also mark the Anzac round with a pre-match tribute ceremony. So as I said, plenty to look forward to, Benny.
Oh, very much so, Pistols. Gumeracha, as you said, looking forward to this home clash. They're currently in second position, 2 wins, and Kersbrook in 8th with yet to chalk up a win yet.
Well, when was the last time you saw that? I was just talking to a few Kersbrook officials post pre-match, Benny, and yeah, Kersbrook on bottom of the ladder. Wow.
Unbelievable. Yeah, well,
considering they were premiers last year.
Yeah, I think they had 8 or 9 players from last year's grand final team playing last week. And they've also got a few injuries as well. So, but you know, new era with Locke Peter as coach. So keen to see how they go today.
Absolutely. So the reserves game in progress at the moment. It's Gumeracha 5-14, 44, leading Kersbrook 5-5. So 9-point ball game in favour of the hosting Magpies. And so lots coming your way on a worldwide Call of the Wild stream, and of course coming to you through our media sponsors, Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Dartfish, and of course the HFL sponsors for the season, Police Credit Union, West End Sports Power, Sharon, the Courier newspaper, Rostow Homes, and Closey's Supermarkets. And well, must say also fantastic to have the Filming Footy crew in James and Tamaya here supplying all the technical side of things. So good to have them on board, Goldie.
Very much so. Lovely night for it as well. Sun's about to set, so keen for this one.
Yeah, actually, as we speak, the sun just about to drop over towards about Gould end of the ground, of course, in the west. But nice to see a few people out here. Already got the brazier here with the fire burning, the fire bucket. Benny, they've got the table set up, got the red wine. Yep. Nice little social environment here. Plenty of good crowd in the house.
Yep. Close game in the reserves. 9 points to the margin as well in this one.
Absolutely. So, yeah. So, as we said, an interesting scenario, Benny. The two sides get set to square off for the Mcscovia Cup, which honours a past luminary of both clubs, the late Milton Mcscoviac, and previously known as the Mount Gould Cup. The cup has changed 6 years ago when Milty passed away. But amazingly, Benny, it's similar to the America's Cup for all those years. It was originally introduced in 1999, and it's been won every season by the Brookers up until last season, when Gumeracha finally broke the ice. So the Magpies will be making their maiden defence here tonight.
Yep. We'll be got the presentation coming up shortly. We've got the guests escorted to the rostrum announced by Tim Hanna. That's happening at 5:15. Then we got the introductory remarks, the Ode of Remembrance, the last post, and then 5:22. We've got the tossing of the coin by the descendants of World War I veterans Gumeracha and Kersbrook. So very much looking forward to the pre-match entertainment here from Gumeracha. We'll take the microphone out there and bring it to you. Great crowd in the house here. Pistols comes back ready. Just got the details of what's going to take place.
Yeah, as we said, the Anzac, well, because it's the closest round to the designated Anzac round and Anzac Day, which of course was last Monday. So both clubs are coming together for the local district sub-branch of the Gumeracha RSL to have their own little special tribute. And I believe they've got a couple of past, descendants of World War I veterans who will be tossing the coins. Because Benny will be floating out there, and we'll try to bring you all the audio of what's happening as that ceremony takes place. But as we said, quite a good curtain raiser here at the moment. Kersbrook 6-5-41, just trailing the Gumeracha Magpies 5-14-44 as the lights is just starting to take effect here. The brand new lighting project, this is the first time it's been used. So we might actually even have a bit of a chat about that at the course of the evening. Certainly great facility for training and also for night football. And in fact, tonight, being the last Saturday of April, there are actually 3 night games or twilight games in progress. 2 in the Division 1 comp out at the Summit, Mount Barker hosting Urada, and then just down the road at Loberthal Tigers hosting Harndorf. So, yeah, and of course here, as Gumeracha have just kicked another goal, so they moved to 6-14-50. They've opened up a 9-point margin once again over Kersbrook 6-5 as we sort of head towards the later stages of this game. I've been told everything's on schedule as far as the time with the ceremony, etc., and the official guest party arriving. So, yeah, so all in set should be a good game of football and a very good evening here. So, as I said, trust you're enjoying our coverage here through Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, and Dartfish, our major sponsors. So, ball once again into attack here for Kersbrook, but in the reserves game, but Mark deep in the back pocket for Gums, just slowing the ball down. And why not? They're 9 points adrift and take the ball out wide. So, as we said, bitter rivals, but always something happens no matter where they are on the premiership standings when these two clubs get together. Of course, separated by Mount Gould in the middle there. And of course, it's still bearing the scars when you look around here as the twilight starts to set in, but you still see the scars of that horrendous bushfire they had here, the Cuddly Creek fires, I think it was, a couple of years ago. Yeah. But as we said, bitter rivals, close communities, and as you expect, bitter rivals of each other and out for bragging rights, and also the take home the Mcscoviac Cup. As I said, Milton Mcscoviac, who was a player coach at both clubs during his illustrious career in Hills footy. So just, we've got a bit of time here, because as we said, late start for the call in a while, but a few scores have come through. In Division 1 competition, Achunga 11-14 have defeated Onka Valley 9-3. So Achunga knocking up their first win of the season at home. In a very good game, I did actually take in the first quarter and a bit of this. Nan Bremer 8-12 had defeated Mount Lofty 7-14. So a 4-point win to Nan Bremer, which gives them 3 out of 4 wins to start the season. So that's a pretty good performance by the Rams. Particularly today when they didn't have the services of their coach, Morgan Young, who was actually suspended by the tribunal for a bit of an incident in last week's win over Urada. But perhaps we might talk about that a bit later on. But yeah, great performance by the Rams. And Country Division, Kangarilla 13-7 defeated Birdwood 8-14, just down the road at Birdwood from here. And Ironbank, pretty convincing winners in a top-of-the-table clash. Ironbank 16-15 easily defeated Meadows 7-11, the game at Ironbank this afternoon, and we'll try and bring you some other scores throughout the course of the evening. But here at Gumeracha, or as it's known these days, Hybrid Ag Oval, it's Gumeracha 6-14-50, leading Kersbrook 6-5-41, and a pretty entertaining reserves encounter here. Good crowd in the house. Good to see the national flags, the Indigenous flags, the service flags here. And what will be a really good ceremony, no doubt. Just honouring the people in the area who, and all people. Here's a chance for Gumeracha around the corner to a vacant man in a goal square. Looks like they'll extend that lead, 9-point lead as Benny Goldfinch has returned. And good work, Benny, just slipping out to get a bit of warmth by the brazier out there.
Lovely setup here, Pistols. Lights are on.
Yeah, well, lights are just starting to take their effects. So this is Robbie Mccart, I think, who we've seen a bit in the senior ranks. Of course, featured in that memorable 2019 Premiership victory in the A grade. And he's drilled that one, so that'll put it beyond doubt. They go to 7-14 to 6-5, so Gumeracha will have a win here in the reserves grade, I'd suggest. So not much longer to go in this game, you'd suggest. We do have a quarter-time score has come through, Benny, from the twilight game, which I think began at 4:30 at the Summit. Well, Mount Barker off to a flyer. Maybe there's a big breeze out there. They lead 5-5 to Uraida District's 3 behinds. So, yeah, flying start there by the Barkaroos, who suffered their first loss last week, of course, at the hands of Nan. So, as I said, we'll endeavour to bring you some updates throughout the evening. So, trust you're enjoying our call. As I said, a little bit later than usual, but opportunity to settle back and enjoy some nighttime football and also the vision here. Trust we'll have a good game on our hands. As I said, two sides perhaps at the opposite end of the scale when it comes to performances at the moment, but also because of their fierce rivalry, they always come to the party with a really good contest. So just trying to attempt to get a couple other scores up here. As Kersbrook are going to have a shot at goal, perhaps to reduce the margin here. Just waiting on another score. Not up there yet. Trying to get... As the siren has gone, and Kersbrook will have a shot after the siren. And it is a goal, but it's all in vain as Gumeracha wins 7-14 to 7-5. So a 9-point margin in the reserves to the Gumeracha Football Club. So one win under the belt over the old enemy for the Northern Magpies, and both sides wearing specially designed Anzac jumpers. I might notice, well, particularly Gumeracha. Used to the usual magpie strip, but I think it's got embossed with the names of some of the servicemen or something across the front. But anyway, we'll find more about that as the course of the evening goes on. So Gumeracha winning the reserve 7-14 to 7-5 as the teams now, the B grade teams, are meeting in the middle. And I think what's going to happen, Benny is going to be dispatched, I think, with the wandering Mike. So the reserves team's gathering. So I think we're going to have Tim Hanna. He's going to be the master of ceremonies, I think, and Ian Carpenter. And some of the guests here listed Andrew McLaughlin, the Senator for South Australia, Liberal candidate for Mayo, Alison Bluck, and Alan Huggins, who's the president of Gumeracha RSL sub-branch, will be among the officials involved. This is the officiating umpires make their way onto the ground. Of course, officiating the A-grade game here tonight, Brian Rule, Grant Sims. Boundary is Riley McDonald, Jaden McDonald, and the goals will be John McDonald and Trevor McDonald. McDonald's everywhere here. So the B-grade players leaking up there. As the Kersbrook A-grade come out to join their B-grade counterparts, as Benny Goldfitch has been dispatched to the centre. So hopefully you'll be able to hear all that's happening. I think Benny's gone to the wrong end, unfortunately, as he now makes his way.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Tim Hannon. Players, coaches, officials, supporters, ladies and gentlemen, and particularly today, first of all, welcome to Hyderabad Gumeracha, the Hills Football League Country Division. Today is our Anzac ground, the traditional Anzac clash between the Gumeracha and Kersbrook football clubs. It's my privilege to lead you through a short Anzac commemoration service before we commence today's match, in which our two clubs will also be competing for the Muscoviac Cup. The RSL Spirit of Anzac medal will be awarded at the end of the match to the player who most displays the Anzac traits of courage, teamwork and resilience. Before we commence today's proceedings, I acknowledge that we have gathered and will play today on the traditional lands of the Ghana people, and I respect their ongoing relationship with this land, and particularly on this day, the service they have given to this country. Today we're joined by several guests who stand behind me, and I'd like to introduce from near the cross, the Senator for South Australia, Senator Andrew McLaughlin, CSC, himself also of the Afghanistan conflict. The Liberal candidate for Mayo, Ms. Anderson. Councillor Malcolm Herman from the Adelaide Council. Mr. Alan Huggins, President of the Gumeracha sub-branch of the Return and Services League. And Ms. Dee Neindorf, representing the Muscoviac family. We also have the presidents of the Gumeracha and the football clubs, Tony Hannaford and Matt.
Okay, the Anzac commemoration ceremony is done. Hopefully, we apologise, perhaps a bit of audio trouble there, but at least you had the visual pictures of what was going on as the Gumeracha RSL sub-branch in conjunction with the footy club and the Kersbrook Footy Club celebrating a serviceman past and present who gave up their lives, some of them. So, all and ready to now. The teams have broken and about to do the warm-up. So, Gumeracha lining up in front of us towards the road end. Gumeracha at the Mount Gould end, and partner crime has joined us. Even though we had a few audio problems, you were man at the face, cold face.
I think there were some issues down there at ground level.
Yeah. But just a moving thing once again.
No, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Yep, great crowd in the house, as I said at the start. So, looking forward to this one, Pistols.
Yeah, absolutely. As we said, two communities who really, well, obviously some of them would have gone to war together, etc. But when it comes to sporting contests, they really don't like each other. So we're anticipating another good game. But as we said, coming in different sort of situations that in years gone by, Gumeracha sitting unbeaten after the first two rounds, and Kersbrook on the bottom of the ladder. Although that might change with a few results today, of which we can run through them once again. Kangarilla 13-7 have defeated Birdwood 8-14. Ironbank 16-15 defeated Meadows 7-11 in Country Division. And in Division 1 competition, Chunga have their first win of the season, 11-14. They defeated Onka Valley 9-3. And in a very good game, Nan Bremer 8-12 defeated Mount Lofty 7-14.
Got a few comments coming in on the Call of the Wild Facebook page. Also, you can watch on Filming Footy YouTube, Hills Football League Facebook page, and the Call of the Wild Facebook page. That's where it's at. Shane Collins, Vice President of the Hills Football League.
Yes, and COVID, yes.
Rings nicely. He said, have a good call, legends. All the best. Thanks, Colo.
Of course, Shane had an illustrious career with the Brookers. I think one reserves game to the Carnival knee packed up, Shane.
Yeah, well, the injuries have got. Jaden Clark, he's gone for Gumeracha by the looks of it. And Jared Doblis. Number 34 is What a Man, and I think that's Sean King for Gumeracha.
Sean King, yes.
One of the ruckmen.
Yes.
In this impressive Gumeracha lineup.
Speaking of men, and a big man just out in front of us, well, if we're 70s calling North Melbourne, you refer to him as a galloping gasometer, Mick Nolan style, but big Matty Marsden out there, because Premiership ruckman in 2019 left the club and is now back in the fold, the big fella. And also another guy who's been away and has come back is looking forward to his battle. Goldie, it might be a replay of the 2019 Grand Final. Big Robbie Nicholson.
Yes.
Big Massive is back in the Kersbrook strip again this year. So, yeah, history repeating itself. Of course, Sam Hanna out there, distinctive, wearing the,
Has he got the helmet on?
Headgear, yeah.
Yes.
A bit of Brad Ebert about him. With
Very much so.
Blue boots, etc.
Because he had a few injuries last year, I think at the Carnival. But he looks very good early season form.
I tell you where, man, there he is. He could be our new man. Sean King, the big fella, just added number 30, just taking the ball down.
Combination that they've got.
Yeah.
No doubt about that one. Of course, last week, incredible game of football against Kangarilla. Very fluctuating up and down game. Gumeracha out of the blocks. I think they led by 5 or 6 goals. Kangarilla hit back, and then Gums just managed to hold on for a 1 goal, or just under a 1 goal win. So
Now, as we said, Goldie, last year, Kersbrook winning a centenary flag premiership season. First 2 rounds. Now, here's a bit of a damning stat. First 2 rounds of last year, they kicked 25 goals. This year, first 2 rounds have kicked half of that. They've kicked 12 goals. Because bearing in mind, last year they had Jonathan Ross, 47 goals. Dylan Bingos is out with a broken finger. The X Factor, Ryan Zanopoulos with 18 for the season, and Chris Lodovici with 15. So at the moment, they've only got the X Factor out there tonight. So where the goals are going to come from? Where you look at Gumeracha, young Mitch Trepka, a former Nord under-18s premiership player a couple of years ago. He's on form with 6. Michael Waters, so it'd be nice to follow him. It's not the Freo Michael Waters, is it?
might be. I don't know.
Could we? Speaking of Freo, I believe they got up Robbie Shearwood, he's got a bit of COVID. He'd be even more devastated. The
Go
Freo
over the
Dockers
Cats.
winning this afternoon.
Hey, I like these Gumeracha Guernseys, don't they?
Yes.
Special Anzac Day, Anzac round strip.
Now, as we said, a couple other twilight games in order tonight. In fact, one's already started. It's half time over at the Summit. And I tell you what, the Barkaroos are nocturnal specialists because half time Mount Barker 7-6, Uradler 2-4, Benny.
Wow.
Not often you see Uradler, not saying the result's dead and buried, but 5 goals in night conditions. It's a bit hard to pull back, but could be looking down the barrel of a rare back-to-back defeats, bearing in mind Nan knocked them off last week and Nan beating Lofty today. So
A few
the
more
Rams
comments coming in like this on the Hills Football League Facebook page and the Call of the Wild Facebook pages, and also Filming Footy YouTube. Get involved. What do we got here? Lockie John wanting to know the prediction. Jaden Clark in Kingy We Trust. There's quite a lot of love here for Sean King.
Yes.
Kyle Ettridge says the Sean King fan club. And Jared Dobler says Walters for 34-3. Genuine Jet.
Well,
There you go.
he could be the man for the occasion, Benny, because if you recall back for the original Anzacs at Gallipoli, it was for King and Country. So Sean King
All right. Well, he's coming to the
is the man
interchange.
here. He's man.
bench.
He's starting on the interchange, but no doubt he'll get his chance to influence the game here a bit later on.
Parker's coming to the bench too, by the looks of it.
So it looks to me as if
Co-captains this year for Gumeracha, Jack Parker and Ben Hanna. Central umpires in the middle, Brian Rule and Grant Sims. Boundary, Riley McDonald, Jaden McDonald. Goal umpires, John McDonald and Trevor McDonald. That's a
McDonald clans here, that's for sure. So you asked us for a bit of a prediction. I
Yeah.
think Gumeracha maybe 10-20. But anyway, we'll see how it unfolds here as the lights just start taking effect. So the first use of these brand new lights here at Gumeracha Oval.
Yep.
So we're anticipating it's the two old foes. So it'll be Big Matty Marston against one of his great
Looks like
arch
Brian
rivals.
Rule's going to get us underway, Pistols.
Big massive. So here we go. We're underway. Round 3 action. Country Division. First time I called. I'm going to call. Well, trust you enjoy it. Scrambling the cricket pitch area. Ball shoveled out there. Going in hard there. As you expect early. Just a feeling out period. And the umpire comes in and will ball it up. So up they go. Ruckjul, the two big men. Ball comes to the ground. Tackle laid there for the Brookers. That was Burge, newcomer this season.
Yep,
Dylan
one
Burge.
of quite a few newcomers for the Brookers.
So ball up once again. Marston and Nicholson, they both end up at the ground. Bit of push and shove at ground level. It's a big fella. Oh, he's giving the ragdoll on the ground behind the play. Look at that. Nicholson and Madsen renewing acquaintances as they come in. And
Yes, they're going at it.
The big man.
We like that.
Anyway,
Stoppage.
and then they're going to hold the ball up for the ruckman to run up and take the contest. So, a bit of fire already in the game. So,
Wouldn't
Peace.
expect anything
No.
less. Pistols, Gumeracha versus Kersbrook. This is a fantastic rivalry.
they're going again behind the play, the two big men.
It's like WWE.
Anyway, good tackle applied there through the agency of Will Peter. Once again, the ball held in there, but the two ruckmen,
Watch the two ruckmen go at it. 29 and 36 for respective sides.
That's the 2019 grand final.
Hey, looking forward to seeing Jack Mazuris in action today. Pistols, after he won the best on in last year's grand final. On song, he almost got the possession there. Stoppage situation coming up. So, interesting. So, Kersbrook kicking up here, is that right?
Kersbrook kicking towards the road end,
Yep.
and the Mount Gould end is
Sam
the back
Pittman looks like he's playing at full forward. Of course, Jonathan Ross last year was Brooker's leading goal kicker. He's not in this lineup this year, but New Look Brooker's forward line. Oh, good work. Great mark there in defence. Schultz.
Yeah,
You look,
Dwayne
moved
Schultz.
the ball on quickly. Here's Marcus Graham, son of a gun. Sweeping handball out to Daniel Wood. Played in that premiership a few years ago for the Northern Magpies. Up towards the half-forward line for Gumeracha. Kersbrook trying to clear the ball. Running through full court there
Oh,
was X-Factor, Ryan X.
big jump tackle on the X Factor, and rightly so, the umpire rewards his free kick. So Ryan Zanopoulos with the ball, sets it up high, looking for a teammate here, and Jacob Pittman comes off hands, bouncing ball close towards the boundary line, just up from the super trailer commentary place. Ground level work there was through Braden Nadge. Ball out here once again, stacks on the mill. Here's the playing coach and Lockie Peter involved there.
Just a little bit on Ryan X. He's won a Best and Fairest a few years ago, Pistols. I think he's 20 years old or 19 years old. So exciting player in this Brookers lineup. Of course, played in the premiership last year as well.
So Marston just flicks it forward. quick kick away there for the HCF Digger. Benny Hanna. Fumbles there was the tot. Managed to get a toe poked at the cricket pitch area. Favourable bounce taken by Matty Gardner, the veteran. Oh, mungs the ball back. It's coughed up there by Hanna, taking it through the Brookers. High kick forward. Getting his hands to it, close to the pocket area. Now swooping here. Here's a chance grabbed here. Close to the boundary line once again was Brandon Nadge. Almost ends up in the fire bucket as he's pushed over the boundary line, and we'll have a ball in. No, free kick to Benny to Hanna.
Holding the ball. Ben Hanna with it, male medalist for Torrens Valley and Gumeracha, if I remember correctly, Pistols.
Yep, nursed the
4
ball
minute
up the
mark.
line. Free kick taken there by Ethan
Barker,
Lynch.
I think he was the male medalist. Meantime, kick up the wing. Here's a chance for the Northern Magpies. Sweeping handball. Here's Sam Hanna, dangerous male medalist from last year. Kicks it towards the half-forward line. And that's a goal. First goal on the board through Dylan Harding, I reckon, Pistols.
Absolutely, as we've played 3:45. So Harding raising the first goal at the Mount Gould end in favour of the Northern Magpies. But good build up there. So, keen contest already, as you'd expect. Another work here of Kylan Menzel with the blonde locks for the Brookers.
Just a reminder, Hills Football League game tonight from Gumeracha Oval. It's Gumeracha up against Kersbrook, available on Filming Footy YouTube and the Facebook pages, Call of the Wild and also Hills Football League. Back in the middle. Rucks go at it. Here's Sam Hanna trying to get the ball moving forward there for the Northern Magpies.
Oh, here he is.
Good tackle.
That was our boy in Menzel.
Sam Hanna earns the free kick.
Okay, so free kick to Sammy Hanna, because spent time with Central Districts, goes wide out towards the pavilion side wing and picks out a teammate there. Might be with the boots, Michael Walters, former Golden Grove boy. He decides to go back here to one of our favourites, Daniel Wood. As you said, played such a good game in that breakthrough premiership win in 2019. Wood decides to go to the fat side of the ground, as they call it. Puts it out there and finds a teammate in the distance. So, nursing the ball, possession football, chips it back in to Schutz. Schutz caresses it up the wing, but only as far as Matt Gardner and the co-captain. Bit of a veteran now, I think, coached by Shane Collins back in the days.
Multiple premiership. Game came to the club in 2009.
Nice pass up in. There's Lockie Peter. First season as playing coach. Wastes no time. Puts it out here, direction of Pittman.
Well, he combed his hair before he had that attempt.
Comb over, Nick Ingram style. The ball comes to ground. Scrambly play here. Relieving free kick out of defence there was James Taylor, I think, the new boy in the Gumeracha side.
Yep, Hannah's on here. Pistols, middle of the ground. He's got another player running for him out here on the wing. In Graham, who's pushing down to the contest. Dylan Harding, meantime, gathers the ball. The opening goal kicker of the match. Kick inside 50 on his left. Beautiful pick-up. I think that's Remy DeTot. Squaring delivery. Didn't quite go to the player intended there, and we'll get a stoppage inside 50 for the Northern Magpies. And it looks like there's a player in a bit of strife here for Kersbrook, Bailey Wake.
Yeah, Bailey Wake, because the son of the great man, Darren. It's
Well,
ball
he's gotta
comes back
take
to
a mark.
Wake.
Well,
I
there
tell
you
you,
go.
he's certainly...
He's got a handball
he
before
still
he
is
might go
hobbling. I thought that might improve him getting a kick. Nurses the ball up into Pittman, goes to ground under pressure of
Earns a
Wood.
free kick.
But in the contest was infringed, so Jacob Pittman to take...
He played a great, if I remember correctly, kicked a few goals in last year's grand final. Pistols.
Okay, so Jacob Pittman sets it high right in front of the trailer. Lumbering out there with a big flight from the back. Ball comes to ground was Sam Pittman. And the ball forced over the boundary line.
Well,
just
the
down.
Pittman family, very been in Kersbrook forever. Pistols, cabinet maker, apprentice, following somewhat in his head trainer, Dad Tony's footsteps. That's Jacob Pittman.
Okay, ball goes to ground. Marcus Graham locked up in a strong tackle there, applied. I think it was McDonald.
Yep,
Mitch
two
McDonald.
rucks will go at it. Nicholson and the big man for Gumeracha out towards the boundary line. Hannah's on the case. Umpire, meantime, has doomed a free kick.
Mitch
It's gone the Brookers'
McDonald.
way. Mitch McDonald to kick the ball forward.
Because his father manning the goals tonight with his uncle. So
Pittman's
ball
the
comes in
target.
high, looking for Sam Pittman. Good defensive ball by Redden. Handball out there from Hannah, close to boundary line. In fact, Marcus Graham almost coming in here for a personal interview right in front of us as the ball goes over the boundary line. So the
First
ball
look
gets
at
on in.
some of our academy work today, Pistols.
So 7.5 minutes gone, first term. Call to Wild Central Country Division 1 goal. Gumeracha. Kersbrook yet to get on the board. Trust you're enjoying our stream.
Hannah.
Twilight match.
Hannah to Hannah. Ben Hannah goes to Sam Hannah. Squirting little ball on the left. Didn't get intention there. Ryan X on the left boot. They're getting plenty of repeat forward entries at the moment, Kersbrook, but just can't get that marking target down there at the moment as the Northern Magpies should clear here through Trebka.
Gardner lumbering across after the ball. Also, Detot was there, but ball out on the boundary. Last touch will pay to be Matty Gardner. As we said, started his career at Onkers, but multiple premiership player since crossing over to the Brookers and co-captain. Unfortunately, his co-captain, Max McMahon, doing his ACL in the first game. The Brookers can't take a trick this season. Ball off hands. Here's Pants, big, massive toe pokes it forward. Will it sit? Yes, it does. Mazuris gets a handball out of a fumble there. Gumeracha defence coming to the party. Finally kicked forward. Bouncing ball taken deep in the back pocket away by Ben Hannah. There's just the ball up the line. Here's a chance for Nicholson. Can he control the ball? Gets assistance there from a teammate in Will Peter.
Holding on.
And Big Massive will take the resultant free kick. He'll kick just on the edge of the 50-metre arc here towards the Gumeracha Road end, Goldie.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll get the distance. He's looking for a shorter option. Goes into the half-forward line. Matty Gardner. Off he goes. Now, he can kick these. He goes bang from 48 metres. Well, it's gone out of bounds on the full there for the Kersbrook legend. And, chop out. Here's a chance for the Brookers. Ragdoll managed to get rid of it there was Kirkemeyer.
Yeah.
Squaring little pass. Is this Ryan X?
I think it is the X factor. Yes, it is indeed.
Well, you've got to be happy with the Kersbrook start if you're a Kersbrook supporter.
Absolutely. They're besieged with injuries and, as you said, I think only 8 surviving from last year's grand final winning team. So Xanthopoulos.
I think they kicked 5 goals last week, Pistols, in the first quarter, and then Ironbank got on top.
I think you said he's only 20 or early 20s?
19 or 20.
Already a best and fairest winner.
Best and fairest winner a few years ago.
Yep. Kicked 18 goals last year, so he knows who they are, but on this occasion, accuracy has eluded him.
Also played a bit of association football as well, Pistols.
He did indeed. So that's their first score. A minor one there, one behind. Gumeracha, 1 straight goal here. 10.5 minutes gone first term. Ball out here. Taken there by Braden Planegger. So Planegger nurses the ball at the wing. Here's a chance for Nicholson. Got his Dukes to it. 1 grab, 2 grab, and the big man.
They're looking for Sean King to come on because they reckon Matty Marston's a bit spent. Some of the comments here on the feed.
So big Rob Nicholson puts the ball back.
Oh, he's on now.
He's target.
King's around.
Well read by Mazuris. Tries to break free. Does. Sweeps the handball.
Matty Francis.
Centre. Puts it forward. Oh, well trapped there by the Brookers going to ground level. Here's our man Wood. He'll go at the back door as he does to Redden. Redden caresses across to the pocket and they get out of trouble through the agency there of Trebka.
Mitchell Trebka kicks the ball from the half-back flank out towards the wing. It's been a good start from Kersbrook, but they haven't got that goal on the board. They're getting repeat forward entries. Matty Gardner swings around on the left and that's hit a car. Darren Wake says, "G'day Pistols."
Yeah, the great man, Darren Wake.
So the Northern Magpies will have an opportunity here from the half-back flank. Lights are on. Perfect conditions here from Gumeracha. Great crowd in the house, as you'd expect, for the Mixcoviac Cup. And it's Kersbrook trailing 1 point to 1 goal. But they've had majority of the play during the opening 12 minutes. So
Gumeracha stringing the ball forward to centre half forward. Will it sit? No. Oh, the top there. Oh, well grabbed here. String ahead to Sammy Hannah. And laces out the lead there.
Well, that's what they can do.
Sam Hannah just showing his class there. So he'll give the opportunity here for his teammate in the distance. Once he turns around, we'll be able to tell you who it is. This is actually Michael Waters, who I think bagged 5 last week.
Damaging forward by the looks of the highlights, Pistols.
Yep, it's a former Golden Grove boy joining the Northern Pies. So, Michael Walters. Car lights flashing over there. So, as the twilight starts to take its presence. So Walters, staggered approach, about 35 out, straight in front. Well, that's a beautiful delivery. And just the finish, so we're looking for. So after 12.5 minutes of play, term 1 here, it's Gumeracha 2 straight, leading Kersbrook 1 behind here.
Oh, Bobby Mapstone's tuned in. He said,
Bob.
Magpies. Just some stats, Jaden J. Hill style. Head-to-head overall since 2010. Gumeracha have won 5, Kersbrook 24 out of the 29 matches. But over recent years, Pistols, it's kind of been a bit more even. In Gumeracha since 2009 second semi-final, they've won 4 out of the last 6 contests, including that grand final which we called back in 2019. So
Absolutely.
recent years, Northern Magpies have started to find their groove a bit.
So back in the set, here's King into the game already, making an influence. Tried to race the ball away, but was dispossessed, and one of his teammates ended up on the ground there. So here's Big King. Comes with big raps. The big man gets the tap down, doing everything at the moment. As Kersbrook bring the ball forward, there's a chance for Wood looming out. Off hands of a teammate, taken by Pittman, Sam Variety. He goes to ground. Under pressure there, included there was Jack Parker. And we will have a ball up. So inside the 50-metre arc for the Brookers. They kicking towards the road end here at Gumeracha. King just pushes his opponent out of the way. Comes out the back door. Spilled, here's a chance for Wood. He's got the ball on the string already. Goes for the safety of the boundary line, but it could be the last touch paid here, Goldie, I think. And there'll be a result.
Is that Danny Leith in a moon boot? I think it is. Running water there for Gumeracha.
Yes, could be. So a free kick for the Brookers in the distance under the light pole. Light's starting to take effect. He'll tip it to the top of the square.
Pittmans are down
Pittman's there with his brother.
off his
Off hands. There's a chance at Peter. Bundled over the boundary line. Maybe we get our man Bobby just to send us the Blanchetown Swan Reach score. How'd they go today? Bob probably kicked the lazy 10. Well, he tells us he does.
Premiership captain,
yes, he knows this
multiple
ground
times
pretty
for the
well.
Northern Magpies in the cricket. Boundary throw in just around from the point post here for the Brookers. Looking for their first goal, even though they've had repeat forward entries. 2 goals straight to Gumeracha. Kersbrook 1 point. Goal kickers so far. Pistols.
Harding and Walters.
Meantime, ball bubbling around in the Brookers forward line. Trying to clear out there. A bit of soccer work going on here. And it looks like it's going to be held up inside 50 with Jack Mazuris, the tackler there. As I said, he was best on in last year's premiership win. Spent previous couple of years in Sydney. Pistols, and also had a bit of a go down at Central District.
I think
came back last year and assisted the Brookers to a centenary premiership.
Off hands here. Well taken. Relieved there by Mitch Trepka. Interested to see his performance. He's a live wire youngster joining the club. Improvised kick there forward. Taken by the Magpies. Sweeping handball out here will sit for Planegger. Finally gets his kick towards the cricket pitch area. Waiting to back his Gardner, but to Hannah, his hands to the ball. Ball cricket pitch area. Scrambly football. Good hard tackle applied there.
No, very good.
And,
very good. Stopping Gumeracha moving the ball quickly, which they like to do, Pistols.
Absolutely. So, Brookers relieving the pressure. The kick might favour Gumeracha. It does. Plenegger in front. It's been paid the mark as McDonald might have infringed it. So, Plenegger quickly gets it out wide and delivers to the lead there of Dylan Harding, the goal kicker.
Opening goal kicker. Look at this. Quick movement from the
top.
Northern Magpies. Drop chest mark there. Is that free kick? No, not paid. It is now. Is it? Or umpire saying I'll have it? Yeah, the top with a beautiful lace-out pass. Yeah. Walters, I think it was. Just couldn't quite wrap up the chest mark there in the forward line for the Gumeracha Magpies. Harding's around the action. Can't dispute Kersbrook's enthusiasm and endeavour in this first quarter. They're just breaking down in the forward line at the moment. Big, massive Nicholson's having a bit of a stint down there. Meantime, Pistols as Gumeracha have the ball in the half-forward line.
Yep, standing the ground at Kersbrook. Defence under siege here. Desperately trying to hang on. There's Magpie black and white jumpers everywhere. Of course, wearing the special Anzac. I think you would have had a closer look at it. Especially designed Anzac jumper.
Bobby Mapstone's message in. He says, knocked Ramco off 10 goals, played a stinker at half-back. Much respect, boys. Forever a Magpie, though. That's Bobby Mapstone.
Well done. Ramco. Well,
there you go.
I think Ramco only kicked a couple of goals, Goldie, but the centre-half forward was very good, I heard. As the ball bounce out here, here's a chance. Relieving kick favours. Well done for Kersbrook. They go forward now.
That was Mazuris with the leg kick.
Wood keeps his ground.
He's got some assistance here.
Goes
nice
to ground now.
I was going to say that.
Would he get a free kick? Yes, he has. So Daniel Wood on.
It's
and that'll
25.
be 50-25 at least. So
bit
infringing there was Kirkemeyer. So Coach Peter wouldn't be very happy with that. Conceding ground when you don't have to. But so now Daniel Wood, reliable defender, always in the sleeves. So goes long. Look for a lead there.
Almost Walden, I think it was.
Right in front of the new scoreboard, getting its first nighttime workout, I'd suggest.
Yeah, that's a beautiful lit-up scoreboard. I can see that quite easily. 2 goals to 1 point. Kersbrook trying to clear the ball here from the defensive 50 area. Oh, it's a free kick. It's going Gumeracha's way, is it? A little bit of frustration there for the Brookers in the defensive 50.
So it's going to be your man, Remy Deton.
Yep.
He's kicked 3 goals already this season in the first 2 games. So has an idea where the goals are. Kicked 19 last year, so a reliable avenue towards goal. So the chance here to raise the third one. 18.5 minutes gone first term here on the Call to Wild. Filming footy, bringing you the Hills Football League Country Division clash. Gumeracha Kersbrook sets it on its way towards the Mount Gould end.
Nice kick. They're very efficient. Gumeracha 3 goals, 18. Kersbrook 1 point. And we've gone 19 minutes in the opening quarter here from a beautiful Gumeracha, we should say hybrid Ag Gumeracha Oval. Gumeracha entering this contest with 2 wins in second position. Kersbrook, bit of a new look lineup through injuries and players departing off season. They're in 8th at the moment with 2 losses to start the year.
So it looks like Sam Pittman will take his chance and ruck against the big man, Martin. Leaper was Pittman, got the tap down the throat of one of his teammates, who's ridden into the pitch area by Hannah, of the Sam variety. So once again, the ruckman will go at it again. This time, Madsen stands his ground. Once again, Hannah involved, tries to work his way. Here's his brother, steals his pocket and takes the ball. I'll take this one instead. Benny Hannah, setting ball there. Wouldn't it sit for Neindorf? No, it doesn't. Finally, the ball comes back around the corner here, taken away by Schutz. He goes towards the half-forward flank area, ball off hands. Brook has arrived, the cavalry, chain of handballs there. Gets it across here and taken by McDonald.
Yes, good movement from the Brookers. They've been right in this opening quarter, just breaking down across the half-forward line. Pittman see the ball out of bounds in between both interchange benches where the pre-game ceremony was heard.
I think we might just have our youngest fan here, Goldie, just to the left of the trailer.
Have we still got the fire cranking?
The fire's cranking up, the barbecue's here, everything's going.
Well, we've got our first look at one of our youngest members of the academy right here, and that's not bad. Throws the ball in. Pittman, uncontested in the ruck, tried to get it on to Graham. Hannah's around the ball, Sam Hannah, I should say.
Yep.
Last time they met, qualifying final 2021. It was the Brookers comfortably on that occasion, 9 goals 4 to 15 goals 7.
Actually, in their Anzac round clash last year, Goldie, it was the Brookers who got up. They led by 4 points at three-quarter time, kicked 3 goals to 1 in the final term to win by 16 points. So they'd probably like to recreate that here this afternoon, but at the moment it's all running with the Gumeracha. Here's a chance for Kersbrook, bouncing ball. Redden's lurking. He's got support there from a teammate. Wood off the support, but a long sweeping handball comes out here to James Taylor, the boy from Darwin. Ball goes further afield. Getting involved there over the top is Jack Parker,
co-captain with Ben Hannah this year.
Yep, and on the bottom was the X-Man. So once again, the umpire will come in, the big man grab it. Nicholson against Marston, bit of wrestling. Ball comes down here. Good sweeping handball out there by Redden. Found a teammate who drives it forward. Clever work there by Detot. Already bobbing up as a live wire. That's another bullet pass.
Well, he's still running here. He's still running if the ball comes out the back.
I tell you what, they just can't hold his bullet-like passes. Grease lightning, as they say. Can't control the ball, his teammates. So once again, Kersbrook.
Yep, Mazuris, I think it is, on that left boot. Kicks it out towards Pittman, who's providing a good contest. But I think he's given away a free kick there against
I think the big man was tunnelled, they'd say.
Matty Marston, who gets it on to Sam Hannah on that left boot. Could say either side player for sure. Goes up the wing. Good mark there by Charlie Graber. Used to play at Kersbrook. Kick towards centre half forward. Is that Walters?
I think it's Regan Moyne.
Yep, he's given away a free kick to Regan Moyne there.
Infringed with the mop hair and the last line defence. So Regan Moyne chips it up the line. Finds his captain, playing coach, Lockie Peter. Of course, taking over from Brett James. Peter sets in the wing area. King over the top of his head. Here's a foot race on. First to get there will be Hannah. Ben variety. Handballs to Sam. Sam Hanna now goes cross the fat side of
Lovely
the ground.
kick.
A loose teammate out there finds him in the agency of Trepka. The youngster goes further forward. Will it sit out there for Schutz?
Oh, it does.
Close for the line. Yes, he clever got it back. I think
Wood.
that was Wood.
Oh!
Wood who's drifted up forward, and a
Wow.
big collision there.
That's a clash of heads.
So the free kick has been paid in the favour of Kersbrook.
Yep.
I think it might be Matty Gardner, actually.
Yep, guards with the ball, half back line, 3 goals, Gumeracha. Kersbrook 1 point at the 24-minute mark, so maybe a couple of minutes left in this opening term. High flyers there. Lights are on. Lovely conditions here.
Ooh, heavy tackle
Ball
applied there.
comes out eventually, out towards the boundary line, and the boundary umpire says, I'll have it. Goal kickers so far.
Harding, Walters and DeTot, and Kersbrook, as we said, only the one behind registered for them. So
Boundary throw in from the Young Academy, a lad once again. Looks like King's now a bit of a stint in ruck. Pittman's also in there for the Brookers. And umpire says, I'll have it.
I tell you, you've got to marvel at the magnificent condition of the surface of this ground. Obviously, the Damien Hoff of Gumeracha in Ian Carpenter has done another magnificent job. So, ball. Here's a chance for the Brookers. Can they get one before quarter time? Caught behind there and actually infringing. So, a free kick paid to Gumeracha. They quickly moved the ball up here to Hannah, who's everywhere in this first quarter of the Sam variety. Mind you, Ben's been everywhere as well. Nurses up the line to DeTot. Thought about the handball. Goes back quickly. Puts it out towards the flank area.
Well, there we go.
And in the meantime, the siren has sounded. So, that is the end of the first quarter. Pretty good first quarter as far as the ball.
Entertaining.
Yes, might seem a bit one-sided when you look at 3 goals straight Gumeracha, 1 behind the Kersbrook. But Kersbrook did have their chances, but just couldn't nail the ultimate reward. But had their fair share.
I think
of
Lockie
possession of the
Peter
ball.
would be reasonably happy with the start from Kersbrook, but just, I reckon they had more inside 50s pistols, but just couldn't quite get that target down
Yep,
there.
where's the J-man when you need him? Of course, Jaden J. Hill. Unfortunately, being unable to be with us at this irregular time, but a good game of footy here. So what we might do, we might just take a break, and we'll be back here for the resumption of play. Here it's Gumeracha 3 straight, leading Kersbrook 1 behind on the call of the Wild. Back with more soon. Okay, second quarter action away. Here from Gumeracha once again, the Magpies take charge of the ball immediately. Sammy Hanna puts the ball out in front of a teammate. Taken here by Graham. Goes inside 50 for the first time in the second quarter, but getting back and taking the mark is big Rob Nicholson. So
a few comments coming in here. Pistols during quarter time. Jeremy Hackett says go Gumeracha. And I got one from Jack Page too on the Filming Footy YouTube page that I'll get to shortly.
So, ball half-forward flank area. Brookers defending here. Strips the handball out the back here. Eluded Pittman. Gumeracha bouncing handball. Taken here. Putting his hand up and honouring it. Very good play. Michael Waters, his teammate, lifted the eyes. He made the space and Waters takes the mark. Already the goal kicker in the first term as Gumeracha leads 3-1 behind Kersbrook here. So Waters, as I said, Golden Grove recruit. We'll take the opportunity here to further extend. So Waters, deliberate shot. He'll kick from about 40 metres once he's inside the arc.
That's better. Towards
the road end. Lights starting to shine brightly here, both at the ground and out in the street lights. So Walters sets it. Just pulled it a little bit to the right. So minor score, Gumeracha's first of the night. They're 3-1 behind.
Jack Page says Detot is French, pronounced Detot. There we go.
We've got that, Detot.
Cleared that one up. So that's on the Filming Footy YouTube channel. We're also on the Call of the Wild Facebook page as well.
So kick out for Kersbrook, taken in by Will Peter. Peter wastes no time, chips it further afield. Taken here by Mazuris, swings onto his left, puts it further afield. Oh, that's a good mark taken out there for the Brookers. Waste no time. That was through the agency there. Chapman, it might have been. But meantime, Gumeracha intercepting, put it out here. And on the lead, taking the mark is Ethan Lynch. So Lynch, meanwhile, it's going to go back by the looks.
Free kick, Kersbrook. I think, Pistol?
Yes, I think you're right. So the umpire bringing the ball back for the Brookers. Looks like it's going to be Daniel Haylock. Yes, to take the free kick.
It's kicking from true centre forward area towards the scoreboard end of the ground.
So Haylock, I think he was in the goal kickers early in the season. Giving it a good ride. Off hands, close to the line. In fact, repelled there. Gumeracha, very miserly, not conceding anything. Nurse the ball up the line. Half-back flank area. Ball goes to ground, held in there. Had a good crowd in the house here, Goldie.
Fantastic.
Tell we're in the country, mate. We've got all the bloody Range Rovers.
Lovely sunset happening. Northern Magpies look to counter-attack here using the high side wing pistols. Here's Sam Hanna with the ball now. Of course, last year's male medalist. Played some SANFL football for Central before returning and playing in that premiership side a few years ago in 2019 with his brother Ben. Good pick up here. Northern Magpies zigzagging the ball around. Comes out towards the wing area. Over the top there, almost the mark was Jack Parker. Meantime, I think that's Marcus Graham squirts the ball up the line and finds Dylan Harding. Gets on the left boot. Chopped out, though, by Matt Gardner, of course, life members last year for the Hills Football League.
So Gardner, under pressure, mugs a kick forward. Mazuris, this way, that way, hits a teammate where there were handball. That was Burge. Burge goes long towards the top of the goal square. Good defence once again by Gumeracha. Getting back, there's the big man in Marston.
Oh, he tried to pick it up.
Oh, tried to pick it up. Was he pinged without holding the ball?
Cleverly done in the end.
Yes, milked that one, I'd suggest. So the big man, the gasometer, goes out wide. Gives a teammate a challenge. Body clash there. Gumeracha win possession. Go backwards to go forward. In front of the scoreboard, which reads 3-1 behind. And Gumeracha taking another defensive mark. Will just slow it down as the sun well and truly setting over the top of Mount Gould. Quite picturesque scene here.
Nick Slim John says, Khan the Brookers.
Well, at this stage, they probably need all the encouragement they want. The ball comes out here. Chipping and taking the mark there is Bailey Wake, who seems to have recovered Darren from that knock he had early. Good to see. So, ball goes back inside 50 for Kersbrook. In the meantime, the umpire has picked out a free kick. And I think it's going to go to Matt Gardner.
Jacob Pittman, Pistols.
Jacob Pittman, sorry.
That's
number
right.
11, not 21. So, Pittman Has kicked 2 goals for the season.
Did a bit of coaching at the netball side at Kersbrook last year.
Bearing in mind they've only kicked 12 for the season so far, as I said, Goldie, so they really need him to nail this.
That's a nice kick off the boot.
That is a great finish.
Much
so
needed.
The Brookers will be up and about with that.
They're looking all right. They're getting plenty of repeat forward entries.
The first goal at the 4.5-minute mark of the second term. Just brings them that little bit closer as they go to 1-1 to 3-1 here on the call to Wild. Trust you enjoying our coverage. Brought to you by Filming Footy, Sports Interactive and Dartfish. And, of course, Hills Football League sponsors Police Credit Union, West End, Sharon, Courier Newspaper, Rossdale Homes and Closey's Supermarkets.
Yep. Back in the middle, just have a look at the replay. So, Nicholson's in there. He's going to go head-to-head with Marsden. Repeated a 29 grand final right here. 2 rucks go at it. And umpire says holding the ball. So Kersbrook with another opportunity to move the ball forward here through Massive Nicholson. He's got plenty of targets down there. A couple of Pittmans. And here's one. That's a mark, but the umpire says holding on. Free kick, and it's going to go Gumeracha's way on the half-back flake to Wood.
So Daniel Wood.
Daniel Wood with the ball. He'll get on that right boot, kick it out towards the boundary line, and a good mark there, hemmed on the boundary. I think it might be Ben Hanna.
Could well be in the distance, in the darkness. So, high kick forward. Target here is Sam Hanna. Getting involved over the top was Nicholson. Brings the ball to ground. The Brookers working feverishly to bring it out. Going to ground there. Good tackle applied by Gumeracha. But in the back was the call. So, free kick to be taken by, I think this might be Burge in the distance. So, Burge goes long for the Brookers towards half forward. Pittman territory. He's got 3 or 4 Magpies swooping around him. And consequently, the ball taken out over the boundary line, appealing for a deliberate, but no, says the umpire, and the academy boy will come in and ball in right under the light tower. Must say, very impressive lights here. Their first official use after a major lighting project, which we might discuss during the halftime break. So, ruck duel. Big Madsen gets the ball down, threading his way through to Gumeracha, work the ball out. But in the meantime, called a legal disposal, apparently. Throw, so it'll be a free kick to the Brookers. Looks like in the distance it might be Will Peter, Goldie.
Yep, Will Peter with the ball, half-forward line. Pittman's calling for it long, in fact, both of them. Long, strong kick right to the goal line. Nice defensive spoil. Mazuris is lurking here for Kersbrook. Could have earned a free kick, and he does last year's best on-ground winner. And he's got an opportunity on that dangerous left boot to kick back-to-back goals for the Brookers. And I dare say Lockie Peter would be happy with their start to this quarter. 7 minutes gone. I've already got a goal on the board through Pittman.
He's actually their leading goal kicker at the moment, Goldie, with 3 goals for the season.
Yep.
So, opportunity here to extend that. His lead at the goal kicking and also reduce the margin. Put him with 1 straight kick down. So, Mazuris on the left.
Kicked it.
Straight over the top of umpire McDonald's head. So, as Goldie said, back-to-back goals here. An early part of the second term for the Kersbrook Football Club. They move along to 2-1. Gumeracha a 3-1 here on, Saturday night comes alive here at Gumeracha Oval, Goldie.
Just some stats here from Jaden. Gumeracha's average a score of 58.5 overall since 2010 against Kersbrook. But against Kersbrook, an average of score of 58.7 against Gumeracha at Gumeracha. Gumeracha average score of 77 points against Kersbrook in the last 5 matches. Gumeracha average a score of 70.4 against Kersbrook in the last 5 matches at Gumeracha.
So, Kersbrook taking the ball away. Big Nicholson followed up his rack work. Got the handball out there towards Menzel. Trying to control the ball. So, a teammate coming in there. Perhaps got a little bit of a shove in the back.
Kersbrook's average
it's
score...
Bailey Wake, perhaps.
Kersbrook's average a score of 118.6 points against Gumeracha overall since 2010. Kersbrook's average a score of 112 against Gumeracha at Gumeracha.
Bailey Wake up and about, but hobbling off. He's in the wars tonight so far, poor old Bailey. Ball fisted forward, coming to meet Gumeracha, tending by the interchange area. Once again, heavy tackling, rugby scrum there. Ball forced over the boundary line right in front of the, well-packed pavilion area, the terrace in front of the social club rooms here, enjoying a good game of football so far. 3-1 to 2-1. Gumeracha lead by 1 straight kick. Ball comes back out here, taken by Sam Chapman. He's beset by a couple of Brookers. Magpies, including René Dito.
That's it.
And we'll have a ball up.
Just a reminder, we're on the Filming Footy YouTube page, and we're also on Call of the Wild Facebook page. I think the Hills Football League Facebook page. Meantime, here is the toe. Got the kick away just.
Off his toe, that one.
Wake got the handball away. Teammate there in Cooper 9. Sorry, I was looking at the Gumeracha. Matty Francis, of course, coming over from Onkers. Stream of handballs. Eden to Unionville. Kicks it towards the deep forward line for the Brookers. Good defensive spoil there by the Magpies as they're trying to get the ball out of defence. I think that's Redden.
Yes, good
handball
pace.
over the top.
Got it back to Schutz, I think it was.
Schutz. They work the ball out towards the boundary line on the left boot. Up the wing. At the back of the bus. Here's the Kersbrook players. They're doing all right, the Brookers. Now got the goal to within one goal, and they're right in this contest. Wood kicks the ball forward for the Northern Magpies. Here's the Mosquito Fleet, and Dylan Harding takes the mark for Gumeracha.
That's a very good contested mark by Harding. Already a goal kicker, puts it towards the top of the square. Here's a chance for Moore, and got his hands to it, roving the pack, but
nice
coming through nicely was Matty Gardner. Just struck the ball well into his own goal, so to speak.
One of the rare forward entries for the Magpies this quarter, Pistols.
So 3-2 to 2-1. So Moyne works the ball out to Gardner. Two experienced campaigners there. Gardner goes bang up towards the wing area looking for the big, massive man. Ball was punched away from him, close to the boundary line on the outer side wing. And the Academy boy, diminutive Academy boy, got the sun hat on tonight, Goldie. Perhaps it's for the moon.
Well,
I'd suggest so. The young fella giving his all. Let's see how he goes with this one. Yeah, good pitch. So, King beaten for that one. Ball comes to ground. Around the corner, Kersbrook, a high kick through the agency of Xanopoulos. And once again, off hands out over the boundary line.
Yep.
On the full, was it? But the Academy boy indicates.
Yes, Sam Hanna with the helmet on. He'll one-step kick forward to toe. I should say. And at full tilt, drops the chest mark, and it's gone out of bounds. So it'll be boundary throw in just near that light tower here at Gumeracha. Lovely conditions, good crowd in the house, expecting a close contest between last year's Premier, who have got quite a lot of changes to that lineup, against Gumeracha, who obviously won the Premiership a couple of years ago, and these two sides playing for the Moscoviac Cup. Here's a chance for Gumeracha from the stoppage. I think that was Ben Hanna. Meantime, squirting the ball out of the pack, finds Walters.
Walters, here's the lead here. That's brilliant understanding in the forward line. Walters just honouring the lead once again of Harding, and when they get the ball, they just
legs to full capabilities there, Pistols, and he's shaking his head. I reckon he might have just
string,
slightly pulled his string.
The night air too, Goldie, because I reckon it get a bit chilly out there. So the night air. So Dylan Harding, as I said, kicked the first goal of the game at the 3-minute mark. Chance to raise his second.
He's a left footer, so. Oh, he loves it. No issues at all.
He's happy with that. So in consecutive quarters, he's kicked the opening goal to turn for Gumeracha, and that just puts a little bit of the brakes on.
Yeah, he did look at the coaching staff there and then shake his head, and he is coming off the ground.
Okay, so 4-2 plays 2-1 as Harding comes off after 2 goals. And as you said, he's rather labouring that leg. As coming on is Jack Parker.
He's just having the feel of that right hamstring.
And you think in these conditions, as said, Gold, if he cools down, that could be the end of him for the night, which would be disappointing for the Magpies. We hope not. But anyway, back in the centre will be big Rob Nicholson up against King. King, the leaper, but Nicholson over the top. Ball comes down. Follows up with a strong tackle. King, he's doing everything. Ball comes out here. Finally kicked forward by the X-Factor for Kersbrook. Bouncing ball well trapped there by Graham. Fed a handball out to a teammate. Gumeracha feeding the ball around. This one's Hanna. Missed the target of his brother. Coming to meet again as Walters goes back to Hanna. Very clever little tap by Sam Hanna. Comes back to Ben Hanna. Held up there. Actually, it was Graham on that occasion. My apologies. But the ball held up wing area. So, King, front positions. Nonchalantly taps it forward. Taken in by Peter. Can he grab it? Yes. Feeds out a nice handball to the X-Factor. High kick towards the centre. Target back there. Could be the Unionville. If it bounces for him, he's got 2 to beat. Wood toe pokes it forward nicely for the Pies. Good strong tackle applied back there by Will Peter. Tough in the trenches out there for the Anzac round game, I can tell you. And the ball held up there. And the resultant free kick will go on the outer wing. Looks like it's Daniel Wood going.
Yeah, Wood moves the ball up. The wing area finds Remy Deteau, who's been one of the leading players on the ground. Cut off there by Lockie Peter.
Yeah, good anticipation.
Takes a mark there for the Brookers, the playing coach. First season since Brett James stepping down. Kersbrook out the back, kick forward there by Will Peter. And the mark taken on centre wing, swinging inboard, lovely kick. And taking an overhead mark there for the Brookers.
Haylock.
Was Haylock. Moves the ball on. Good work there by Gumeracha to chop the ball out. Hannah, Ben variety, held up last line of defence. And it's a free kick here to Ben Hannah, and he moves the ball on quickly to his brother Sam, who'll be in a contested situation here on the wing. No, he won't. It's a free kick for Sam Hannah, last year's male medalist.
So Sam Hannah, of course, shared that award with Luke Watson of the Meadows Football Club. So Sammy Hannah has said the headgear this year. Passes the ball back. Now, nice lead out here by Harry Parker. I spilt what he should have taken. Here's Bailey Wake. Bit of funny magic. Slipped over at the vital moment on the dewy surface, I'd suggest.
Yep.
The rear right blew on him. So, luckily didn't know hold the ball as he hobbles away again. So, ball up. Ball comes down here. Hannah. Combining the brothers. Finally, ball kicked forward for Gumeracha right in front of a super trailer. Bouncing ball coming to meet it for Kersbrook.
Oh, watch out.
Bundled over the line there was Brody Haylock.
Yeah, that could have been dangerous.
And it could have been near the water pipe. Luckily, he slid under it. So Brody Haylock to take the resultant free kick right in front of our cameraman, James. On top of the tee, it'd be a bit chilly on top of the super trailer later on. Icicles forming. So
Brody
Haylock drives it forward. Wood's in the box seat, but also is Hannah. And Sammy says, I'll take this one, boys.
He does, with the helmet on. Kick towards the middle of the ground. Finds teammate there.
James Taylor.
Taylor kicks the ball out to Redden. Back to Sam Hannah, back to Redden. He kicks the ball nicely right up to Ben Hannah, who tried a one-hander against his direct opponent there in Braden Nadge.
I tell you what,
and
Goldie,
it's a free
the new
kick
boy
here
for
for Lockie
Gumeracha.
Peter.
New boy for Gumeracha, James Taylor, just down from Darwin. First game for the club. He'd be feeling their conditions after coming down from Darwin.
Oh, absolutely. Wood gets the ball, tried to get it anyway from Parker. Just a bit of a scrappy period. Umpire says free kick advantage play here. So Jack Mazuris, a bit of clasp with the left leg. Couldn't quite get it the massive Nicholson, but follows up nicely. Squaring ball dangerously, running back here to Northern Magpies and a Kersbrook player. Right on the scene.
Will
Beautifully
Peter,
goal there for Will Peter. What a goal. That'll get a bit of a highlight reel work there. Nice work.
Fantastic work.
And nice work by Mazuris. Didn't get the best quite kick forward to Nicholson. Followed up, squared the ball in. Two Gumeracha players floating back. And on the scene there was Will Peter with a lovely goal.
Yeah, fantastic, as you said, by Jack Mazuris. The benefit of having left foot there. He's wedged into that pocket, but had the sense to kick it to the top of the square. And he said, I think the target might have been Menzel. He was outnumbered, but the bouncing ball well crumbed and finished off by Will Peter. So, 3-1 plays 4-2.
I wonder if he's any relation to Lockie.
Could well be. 7-point ball game here, Gumeracha. Here in the Anzac round, coming to you from
It's a good game of football.
Hybrid Ag Oval at Gumeracha. First use to new lights. Marson got a kick of sorts forward. Kersbrook trying to defend it. Mopped up here by
Good tackle.
Toe, is it? He's dispossessed.
Umpire let it go.
Comes out here.
And legged him.
Free
It's
kick.
Wood.
Wood comes across the ground. He's got a couple of loose magpies out here. One of them being Planegger. He takes the ball, goes further forward inside the arc. Here's Hannah, who's slipped away from his marker and takes an uncontested mark, really.
Shane Collins on the mark. Shane says he's the younger brother of Lockie Peter.
Thank you very much, Colo. So, Sammy Hannah, leading goal kicker last year with 34.
How many's he kicked so
He's
far
only
this
kicked
year?
3 this season. Hasn't kicked a goal tonight. But that might just end. Oh, big leap in the square, but umpire,
Is it a point?
I think it's...
They're going upstairs.
They have to go upstairs here. Umpire Trevor McDonald,
Yeah.
signalling it was over the line when the mark was completed. So 4-3 plays 3-1 here on the quarter. While trust you enjoying Saturday night live here from Gumeracha.
Hard to pick up this player.
So Brody Haylock it is.
Gotcha.
With the tats. Comes across here
Ooh.
to Regan Moyne. Waits for the bounce. Accepts it. Runs around to toe. And nicely nurses up to your
Good.
teammate.
Nice.
Haylock's run on. There goes bang down the line.
Not the best kick.
All
Might come off, though.
Oh, well
Here's
done,
Missouri.
Missouri series again.
Bit of class. Free kick, I reckon. Pistols. Is it going to go Gumeracha's way? Yeah, it is.
Legal disposal, maybe?
Just
Against
Missouri
Missouri.
has that ability to just break open a contest.
Yes.
As I
Yep.
said, last year's best on in the grand final win against Meadows. So Gumeracha with the ball moves it. Oh, not the best kick. That'll be chopped out. Nice mark there by Dylan Burge, one of the several new players in this Kersbrook lineup. Kicks the ball from the half-back flank down to the wing area. Pack forms over the back. Gum trying to clear the ball. And umpire again, deeming a free kick here. It's going Gumeracha's way. Or is it going Kersbrook's way? I think it's Gumeracha's way. Yep. Centre wing. Kick into the middle of the ground. Here's Wood. He marks the ball centre half back. 4-3. Gumeracha. Kersbrook 3-1. So 8 points the margin. Pistols 20-minute mark. Great game of football.
Yep. Oh, big leap there at the back of the pack. Creates the Sam Chapman for the Brookers. Ball comes to ground on the cricket pitch area.
A little bit of frustration
Fed
there.
off the big, massive Nicholson. Just caresses the ball out wide over the top of a teammate. Finally, Gumeracha wrap it up. Oh, fumbling there. Well, ball might be getting a bit dewy.
I think that's Redden or Hannah.
But he's missed it. Is Bailey Waite chipping in and taking a good defensive mark. Because son of the great man, wearing the family number. Chips it further afield and finds Mitch McDonald. Because the McDonald clan well represented tonight in the umpiring and also playing stakes. So Mitch McDonald goes backwards here to big Rob Nicholson.
There's four McDonald's umpiring
in
tonight.
turn, will go across here and finds Matty Gardner. So plenty of experience and a bit of youth getting involved there, Goldie.
Matty Gardner, life membership, Hills Football League. Multiple premiership player at Kersbrook. Also had time at Onkers. Kicks up the wing. Ball hits the deck. Oh, free kick. Umpires earning their keep tonight. Just a little bit slippery conditions, forcing some players to go in a little bit too hard. Kick up the wing area towards the half-forward flank. Ball hits the deck. Here's a chance. One step. Flying shot at goal. I reckon it was Ryan X with the shot there, Pistols, and it skewed off the side. And in the meantime, it'll be a free kick for Gumeracha in that back pocket area.
He's also got the line boots too, Goldie, what might help in the twilight conditions. As Harding just jogs past, is trying to keep that hamstring warm, but it'll be interesting to see if he comes back. Meanwhile, the ball and the wing area, heading towards the wing area. Comes in. Pack sets himself. Here's to toe at the back of the pack over the top.
It's almost a high
Was
fly.
Chapman getting involved for the Brookers. Ball goes to ground. And as I said, could see a little bit of dew starting to form here, which could affect the night handling in the football. But tight game at the moment, 4-3 to 3-1 here.
He has really done it all, guards. Life member, league life member, premiership captain, best and fairest winner, best on ground in grand finals. Loved by everyone at Kersbrook. And he's
there he is, just
going
getting
around
another
again.
stat as you called his name.
Thank you
Put
very
it out
much.
towards the wing area, close to the boundary line. Stacks on the mill. Umpire races in and he will ball it up.
Just a reminder, Filming Footy YouTube, Call of the Wild Facebook page as well. Get involved.
So, ball being worked forward for Kersbrook. Gumeracha just as keen to hold it up as they do. So, great scene here at Gumeracha Oval. I think it's been a success for night football. As we said, a couple of other twilight games on the hills tonight.
Well, of course, last week we had Macclesfield Meadows under lights as well, Pistols in Country Division.
Yeah, there's a real market for, I think, at the right time of the season. It'll be probably getting a bit cold as we begin to enter May. But meanwhile, still hot in the kitchen here at
Holding the
Kersbrook.
ball.
As holding the ball there was Burge. So the turnover going to, this might be the toe again, I think.
Yeah, he's got Redden out here, Pistols.
Goes out
That's
wide.
Matt Redden.
Matty
He goes
Redden.
a little pop over the top. Finds
Here's,
teammate
Taylor.
there, James Taylor. Penetrating ball inside 50, one-on-one contest.
good
Nice
ball,
work there
Haylock.
by Haylock out towards the boundary line. Sam Hannah's on the scene.
Oh, Ronaldo. I tell you what, cameraman would have been right behind that if that had gone through. That would have been a contender for the, remember the big match back in the day, the soccer? That
Oh,
would have
yes.
been, nailed that one in the back of the net, Sammy Hannah. But minor score.
Almost a goal. Just couldn't
So
quite peel it back enough.
4-4-3-1 here, called a wild. 23 minutes gone, so half time looming. That's the ball out, so it'll be last touch, I'd suggest. This Gumeracha boy just disappears into the
Well, the
motorcade to
merged
find
with-
it.
Guernsey's merged with the nighttime sky here.
It does. So, ball set up high. Here's the lead. Big
Oh.
lead there was Walters. Ball comes to ground, lurking at the Magpies. Going to ground here. Locked in, here's a chance. A dribble tried.
Guards will fist it through.
And Guards
Yeah.
just happy enough to see that walk over the line. So another minor score. So they've actually kicked 1 goal 5 this term, Goldie.
Moyne goes
three
straight up the middle of the ground. Ryan X
Oh.
dropped what he should have taken. Opens it up for Tato, who does a bit of a toe kick in the end. Finds Gardner. He got the ball from Moyne. In the meantime, Wake is it? He kicks it out towards the boundary line, and not the best few.
As the siren
of
sounds,
football.
and I reckon that last 30 seconds would be one for the highlight reel here. I think not. But anyway, as we said, difficult conditions here. Siren's gone, but looks like they're going to have a shot because last touch.
Okay.
Looks like he's going for the Barry to barrel.
Well, it's come off. Oh. She's
Nearly a good mark to the boundary umpire.
Oh, that's half-time.
No score, so that is half-time. And interestingly, Goldie, after Gumeracha kicked 3 straight in the first term to lead 3 goals to 1 point, Kersbrook have kicked 3 straight in that term, but Gumeracha just pegged their lead back 4-4 to 3-1 here.
And we've got a special guest coming up, I reckon, Pistols, shortly.
Yes, hopefully, if they're not... there he is. Tim Hanna, I think, is on his way.
Yep, don't go anywhere. Half-time chat, Pistols
So
and
we
Tim
might
Hanna.
just go to a bit of an ad break, and we'll be back here shortly at half-time, as we said. 4-5 Gumeracha. Obviously, that last score was a behind, so 4-5 plays 3-1 here in the quarter world. Back shortly for the half-time wrap. Okay, you're back here in the Call of the Wild, Saturday night live from Gumeracha Oval, and of course thanks to Filming Footy Sports Interactive Dartfish, and of course HFL sponsors Police Credit Union, West End, Sharon Courier Newspaper, Rosdale Homes and Closey's Supermarkets. And as we said, pre-match, well, as part of the Anzac round, and of course Gumeracha, this is their first home game as part of that round, so they had a little, a very good ceremony prior to the game, and here to tell us all about it is... well, man of many talents out here at Gumeracha. Of course, return serviceman himself, Tim Hanna, joins us. Tim, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Jeff.
And,
Pleasure to be here.
very good little ceremony you had there.
Yeah, we've taken great pride in making sure we run a really nice service that's fitting. and ties in a way with footballers as well. So things like the tossing of the coin and so on with descendants of veterans. So we're very pleased with the way it goes.
It's remarkable, isn't it, the link between, I suppose, because it's an Australian game, Australian football, and also the military, isn't it?
Indeed, and we spent a period of time with the players here one Thursday night after training talking about our very first captain in the Torrens Valley Football Association, a guy called Alfred Moore, who was a World War I veteran and received a bravery medal in France during World War I. He came home, as did others, to really get the club going when the association was established.
Now, I notice it's a bit hard to see at the window here from a bit of a distance, and I know Goldie was out there for the line-up at the start for the ceremony, but you're wearing a special designed Anzac Guernsey here tonight?
It's not so much an Anzac Guernsey, but a Heritage Guernsey. So this year, this being the 100th anniversary of our 1922 premiership, our first premiership in a formal competition. Obviously, the club goes back to 1887, but it was the Torrens Valley Association that was formed in 21, and we won our first premiership in 22. So we thought that it was worth marking the occasion 100 years on, and the Guernsey itself reflects the 22 design, but we've also taken that a bit further, and if you the detail behind it, we've basically reflected 14 premierships that we've won since then in both the Torrens Valley and the Hills Football League, and then the name of every player who has played in a premiership team. So there's 160 names on the Guernsey going up to 2019. And so we launched these at a presentation night on Thursday, and the reception we've got back has been tremendous. There's been a lot of interest, of course, from players, families, and because they can look back and see 100 years worth of history on them.
And so, were these available for sale? Or?
They will be, yes. Yeah, the interest has been overwhelming, so we'll do a range of merchandise around these, and polo shirts and that type of thing. But as I said, we launched them on Thursday, and the reception has sort of knocked us off our feet. But very happy with how it's gone.
So, this was the original design of Gumeracha football?
Of the 22 team it was. Yes. There have been a couple of designs before that, before World War I, but it reflects the 22 design. Black and white for many years. I understand that they had to borrow Guernseys in 1887. They were red and green, but somebody decided that wasn't a very manly look, so they went for black and white as quick as they could.
Fantastic. Hey, and we've got to, we're here to talk about it. The breakthrough one, the last one here, 2019. What a great time that was. We had the fortune to cover that game and also do a few post-match interviews, and the boys were just belting out the club song on the field with great gusto. A long time. Absolutely,
far too long, but they worked very hard for it and weren't favourites, but came over Kersbrook, our big rivals for many years, and it was a great game over at Mackie that year.
Now, just quickly while we got you there, before we have a chat to another guest about the lighting here. The Milton Mcscoviac Cup. Just tell us a little bit for our viewers and listeners about Milton.
Sure. So the Cup itself has been going since 1999 and reflects a great player for both our clubs. Milton came from Kersbrook to Gumeracha in 1967 and became the captain coach. And immediately made his mark both as a player and a coach, particularly for junior players. And he had played at West Torrens for a short bit, and his connection there helped establish a connection with some of our younger players to go down there, and blokes like Ian Hanna and Phil Verrill, Robert Norsworthy, and Nigel Jemison. Milton also took us to the 1970 Premiership, which was also a bit of a breakthrough then too for us after I think it was about 10 or 12 years that we hadn't won since then. So he's quite revered both as a player and a coach between both clubs, and so the trophy was established to recognise his contribution.
Fantastic, because you're defending it for the first time. So
indeed, yes. Unfortunately, it's a trophy as you said, it's nice to win trophies that you create. I'm not sure who created it, but anyway, we're determined to make it 2 in a row, and we've got Milton's grandson plays for us in the A grade, Cooper Neindorf, and Cooper's mother, who's a Mcscoviac, will present the cup at the end of the game.
That's fantastic, because obviously it means a bit to both clubs.
It does, yes. And Milty didn't die that many years ago, and so he's still well remembered by many of the people in the district.
Excellent. As you said, it's up for grabs at the moment, 10-point ball game, so we're looking forward to a big second half. So to you, well done on your ceremony. Fantastic to see that sort of stuff happening.
Sure. Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, thank you. All right, what we might do is we'll just get John O'Day on, because John's name would be on there, wouldn't he? As Premiership player, probably a couple of times, John, of course, past Hills Football League board member, and more importantly, well, the best electrician this side of the freeway, I'd suggest. As we said earlier in the call, this is virtually the debut or the first official game under the new lighting project here. John, just tell us about it.
Yes, well, it's something we've been trying to do for a little while now. The lights were put up in the 80s, early 80s, and that was a big breakthrough then. We had the best lights in the hills at that stage.
I think they used to play night games here once.
Yes, they did. And we were one of the first actual ovals to have, it's like a standard setup with 4 towers and all the lights to light up the whole oval, where before most clubs would have a couple of lights on the sides, and that was about it. And that's all we had here for many years before that. And
so through a lot of community funding and also government grants to get it.
Yes, it was, and
voluntary work as well.
A lot of voluntary work. Those lights, I'd been looking after them since the 80s.
Yep.
To keep them going, and they were getting to the end of their tether. The towers were getting a little bit unsafe, and the lights were starting to deteriorate. So we've really got the state of the art here now with LED lights. There. So they've really bring up a nice light.
Yeah. As far as not being a technical man, mate, to see we can't even get a light organised inside the trailer here tonight. The lux of them, are they good enough, say, for night cricket? That sort of
No,
thing?
they're not.
No.
Night cricket needs 300 lux, or according to the Cricket Association.
Yeah.
But cricketers will say, we'd have a hit,
That's right.
ourselves.
It's
that's
a smaller
no problem.
ball, I suppose.
But no, they're not for that. And to do that, we need double the lights that we've got here.
But it's fantastic, and as I said, the first official
it is.
use of
and
them.
these are quality fittings and low glare. And if you look around the edges of the oval, we've got very little spill light.
Yeah, that was going to be one of my questions. You haven't got people concerned
no,
their curtains will fade, or
no, that's right. And there's something we had in the design. Was put down with that, with houses around there and the street there, and we spent a lot of time at night re-aiming them to get that just right.
Yeah. No, it's a beautiful setting as you look out here. It might be a little bit chilly out there, but everyone's getting the spirit of things. I know it's like the braziers going here, and very good crowd here also to mark the occasion, which you must be pretty happy with.
The turf is really good. Ian Carpenter does the...
we see... as you said, the Damien
Hoff
of the Hills.
And he's got it really nice.
Is he responsible for that? The black and white
markings
here. It's fantastic. Carpy spent. This is his second home, or his other place is his second home.
I think this is his first home. It's no good worrying about trying to ring him because he hasn't got a mobile and he's never
That's right.
to get
you're
called.
quite right.
Just
there,
come
John,
here and you'll find him.
Fantastic, Everett. It's one of the great little community clubs, particularly in the country division. It's just a real community feel about footy clubs, and what you've done with this project, and obviously others in the district, but and also with Tim and the Anzac Day sort of organising with the Gumeracha sub-branch. It's RSL. It's been fantastic. So well done, Gumeracha.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. And just a quick prediction before you go.
Well, hopefully we run away with it in the second half, but Kersbrook really are playing very intensive football, so it's up for grabs, really.
No, it's great to see a good crowd too, because as you said, the rivalry, and as you know, the years you guys have been, wherever they are on the premiership ladder, they still play a very good contest, don't they?
It didn't matter whether top or bottom, everyone just plays a hard game.
Hatred there,
yes, it is.
There's the border gate up there, isn't it?
Yes,
Gold,
that's right.
halfway through.
Yeah, do not pass.
That's right. All right, John,
No
and
worries.
also Tim, thank you very much for joining us on the Call World.
Thanks
Much
a lot.
appreciated.
Right,
All the best for the
bye.
rest of the night. All right, there we have it. As we get ready for the commencement of the second half, and a good game of footy on the agenda here. 10-point ball game. It's Gumeracha's 4-5 leading Kersbrook 3-1 here. Country Division footy. A really ring-ding-ding, and a very good chat there with Tim Hanna and also John O'Day, Goldie.
Yeah, absolutely. Pistols. I had a bit of a chat to some of the Kersbrook people at half time, and they're quietly happy with how the side started, considering round one there was 10
well out of it.
Well, yeah, but 10 guys played in that opening round that played in last year's premiership. I think, how many we got in this team? 8 or 9, so they're giving it one hell of a crack at the moment. So anyway, let's start a third quarter action here from Gumeracha. Hybrid Ag Gumeracha Oval to be precise in the Northern Magpies lead at halftime 4-5 to 3-1, and Kersbrook will be kicking up the... Well, what's this end again, Pistols?
The road end.
Road end in this
the rocking
third
horse
term.
end, I suppose.
They'll be looking for a bit more return than that first term when they had repeat forward entries. Meantime, here's a chance for Gumeracha moving the ball nicely up there with Charlie Graber. And he it looks like he's found a early target here across that half-forward line. But the player might be just a little bit proppy there. That's the toe. He goes with a short pass, finds Mitchell Drebka as Pistols gets them around the ground, scores shortly. A few night matches at the moment. Meantime, Gumeracha move the ball inside attacking 50. I'll just get the goal kickers too in that opening half shortly. But Regan Moyne, he got the ball from Massive Nicholson, kicks it up towards the wing area. Nice tackle there. I think that's Ben Hanna involved. Meantime, goal kickers in the opening half for Gumeracha. They had 4 goal kickers. Harding, well, I should say 3. Harding kicked 2, came off the ground with a bit of a hamstring issue. Walters and DeToe. And for Kersbrook, all in that second term, goal kickers for them was Pittman, Mazuris, and Will Peter. And meantime, here's a chance for the Northern Magpies. It's a push out. It's a free kick against. Got to say, a lot to like about young Will Peter. Kersbrook supporters very much up and about. The younger brother of the coach, of course, as Shane Collins says. Pistols, as Kersbrook worked the ball out of the fence, Big Nicholson puts up the jukes, and the ball hits the ground level and they're off.
So it comes out here trying to control it. There was Menzel, dispossessed. Ball comes here, Kersbrook trying desperately. Oh, good strong tackle applied there on a Gumeracha player by Kersbrook boy. So once again, the umpire will come and ball up. So early stages, second half. Trust you're enjoying a worldwide stream here. Something different, nocturnal football on the quarter wall. Ball comes up high. Gardner was up there. Now races on. Braden nudge, grabs the ball round the corner. Redden at the top of the square. Also Sam Pittman.
Second half, Pittman, the big man.
The ball across the face. So close yet so far as the ball out over the boundary line. Goal up by John McDonald.
I had a bit of a chat to Kim Pearce too. Pistols record what? Games reckon holder, is he? 800
or something.
800 games. He might pop over for a bit of a chat in the second half. So
ball bouncing ball. Here's a chance here for Pittman of the Jacob variety. Just a little bit of push and shove there. Ball out of the boundary line. So still plenty of feeling in this game. Why not? Well up for grabs. 10-point ball game. 4-5-3-1. Throw in. Nicholson, front position against Marston. Ball comes down there. Quick handball out here. Hannah tried to get one. It was smothered. Big Madsen just sinks his boot into it. Bounces the ball forward.
Oh, nice. Almost
Graber here. It's a chance to get it. Sam Hannah. Good work there.
Graber.
That was by Graber. It's called by Goldie. Puts in the centre ground. Our teammate dropped what he should have taken.
Great work from the Kersbrook player.
Well held up there by Will Peter. Plenty to like about him. Finally, it's relieved here for the Magpies. Putting the ball out here towards Sam Hannah, who takes a good mark, and he's off.
He is, Pistols. He'd be looking for a big third term. Moving the ball forward there for Gumeracha was James Taylor. Oh, nice pickup. Remy DeToe. Umpire says that's holding a nut, though. Kersbrook up and about. A lot of people thought that Gumeracha pretty easy in this contest, but far from that in the opening half. It's 10 points the margin, and they're playing with a lot of spirit and endeavour at the moment, the Brookers, as they move the ball up towards the wing area. Ball hits the deck. Good attack on the ball there by Burge, one of the new players in the Brookers lineup. Kicks it up the wing. Almost the last touch. Keeping it alive nicely there was the co-captain in Jack Parker. And has that gone out of bounds on the full? Yes, it has.
Yep, Schutz puts it out of boundary line. So it'll be opposing coach Lockie Peter nurses the ball up the line.
Brookers would be looking for one here. They're up and about.
Here's a chance. Pittman's the target.
Mazuris at the back of the base.
Hands to it.
Here we go.
Taken here.
Here he is. Mazuris.
So Kirkmeyer dispossessed. Comes back to Pittman. Short little kick up to Sam. Not
paid.
Not paid. Not the distance.
Hot nut. Hot
Sam
cherry.
Pittman, needed another couple of metres on that. But anyway. But these Kersbrook positively moving the ball forward. So Pittman against Madsen. Madsen gets the ball down. Taken high there, possibly was Schutz, the former Golden Grove boy. No, said the umpire. So umpire rule will come in and ball up. So Marsden gets it down the front, slipping over.
Oh, he wanted it more.
Oh, clever around the corner by Burge.
Has he kicked that?
I tell you what, that'll be one for the highlights.
That's extraordinary.
McDonald's a little bit.
He wanted that more. That was obvious. That was extraordinary.
So Dylan Burge at the 5-minute mark.
I'm pretty sure it was a point, but they must have convinced the goal umpire into that.
The crowd here aren't too happy with it. Gumeracha supporters next to us just voicing their opinion.
Well,
so you probably might catch it in their special effects, but anyway, goals on the board. So 4-5 to 4-1 now. Close back to a 4-point margin, Goldie. 5.5 minutes gone.
Unbelievable stuff.
So things are starting to heat up here at Hybrid Ag at Gumeracha Oval. So
they're looking for a replay. Well, we had a replay.
So back in the centre, Marsden. Nicholson got the tap down. Marsden, the ball actually came back to him, manages to get the ball away. Bouncing ball will favour Gumeracha on the outer side. Meanwhile, the umpire's whistle is gone. Looks like there's been an infringement behind play, and there'll be a relayed free kick, I think. Waste no time, puts it towards the top of the square. Oh, good grab. Couldn't complete the mark. It's said dewy conditions might take a bit of an influence these now in the second half. Ball held in there.
Lots happening to the left Pistols. There's plenty of being cooked and people warming up and heating up here.
So, ball crosses across here. Mark for Gumeracha.
Of course, Locusthal's got the Pope's chimney. Look at this thing. Unbelievable.
The Pope, where? It is the Pope chimney. That's Carpy cooking the chips.
Unbelievable amount of smoke.
Black smoke coming out. Meanwhile, bouncing ball. Gumeracha defending stoutly here. Couple options there. Goes on his own, but he's walked over the boundary line, and the young academy boy rules out of bounds. Just quickly, some scores from earlier in the day. Goldie, Achunga 11-14, Onkers 9-3.
Yep.
Nan Bremer 8-12, defeated Mount Lofty 7-14, 4-point margin. Blackwood 10-18, defeated the Raiders 7-12. And in Country Division, Kangarilla 13-7, Birdwood 8-14, Ironbank 6-15, Meadows 7-11. And bearing in mind, there's a couple other games.
We've got some night matches, which we'll get to at three-quarter time. Meantime, looks like it's a free kick here for Sam Hanna.
Tell you what, that smoke is coming right across.
There's a lot of cooking action happening on the wing.
Lucky there's no planes flying.
The toe kicks the ball forward for the Magpies. Oh, lovely mark. Nice
mark there.
Just try and pick up the player.
At the Mount Gould end of the ground.
4 points the margin. They need this.
So Gumeracha, is it Walters?
Might be.
Perhaps.
We'll get the player.
May well be Lynch, is it?
I think it's Ethan Lynch, number 18. Yeah, it is.
Yes.
He'll be kicking
off the
right
monitor,
on
18.
50. Big, massive Nicholson's on the mark, I think. Or he's around the action anyway. So Lynch gives it everything he's got. And he's pushed it to the right-hand side for a minor score. So 5 points the margin. They're still going on about that goal down
I think they're
the
referring
ground.
that he should see the optometrist as the ball comes out. Marked in front of the scoreboard. As you can see, 4-6 to 4-1. Scoreboard really shining out here now. Another great introduction here at Gumeracha Oval. Meanwhile, ball worked across to the back pocket area, so inch by inch they move forward.
I think that's
Kersbrook.
Wake. I'm going to have a stab. I think it's young Bailey Wake. Patient build-up.
This might be the blonde lock man in Menzel, I think.
Correct, it is. Good pick up. So he goes up towards the wing. Big Nicholson puts up the mitt, brings it to ground level. And umpire has deemed a free kick here for the Brookers. They're keen to move it on quickly. Up towards the half-forward line. Pittman's down there. Ball hits the deck. Mopping up well with the Northern Magpies through Wood. He's got a runner here in Redden. Cam variety. Arches the back nicely and kicks a little short pass up to Ben Hanna.
Good shepherd there by Mitch Trepka. Helped out Redden as he said Murph the ball up to Digger Hanna. So Benny Hanna takes the ball forward but misses the target and dropping back there. Looks like Matty Gardner. He just toasts one up the line. Finds a teammate there in Matty Francis, of course the former Onka Valley Bulldog. Gives it back to another former Bulldog in Gardner. Sets it forward. There's a chance for young McDonald. Got his hands to it. Oh, good work there at ground level by Harry Parker. Two youngsters battling there. Ball comes back out here eventually to Sammy Hanna. On the left, he caresses it up towards the interchange gate area. Sits very nicely for a teammate. That was Harry Parker. In turn, gets it back here. I'll duck the chutney. Eventually comes back to Sam Hanna, who started this passage of play.
Watch out.
And he puts it forward and a mark taken there through the agency of Lynch.
Yeah, he moves it on quickly. Pistols to the co-captain in Jack Parker. Oh, that's a sensational mark there.
This time it's Walters.
The new recruit, Walters. How many goals has he kicked today?
He's only kicked the one, but been pretty busy up and about, as you said, and always dangerous.
Well, that's apparent. I saw him in the highlights against Kangarilla.
He bagged 5 last week.
That's right, Pistols. He's kicked, how many for the season so far? Just the 5?
Yep.
Well, that's
One
a
all.
handy return. So Walters with Gumeracha just holding on to a 5-point lead. Highly fancied Northern Magpies coming into this game against Kersbrook.
Golden Grove recruit Goldie.
And he has
You
got
see
a
why.
beautiful kicking action.
They recruited him. Perfect.
No issues about that one. Straight through the middle. Gumeracha get backed out to a handy 2-goal lead. They go to 5-6. Kersbrook 4-1.
Interestingly, Goldie, that's just their second goal since quarter time when they led 3 straight to a behind, then 4-5 to 3-1 at half time, and of course now 5-6 to 4-1. So good game of footy here Saturday night. Trust you're enjoying the Call of the Wild. It's Filming Footy Sports Interactive and Dartfish. And Hills Football League sponsors Police Credit Union West End at Sharon, Courier Newspaper, Rostow Homes and Closey Supermarket.
Yep, and we're on Filming Footy YouTube and the Call of the Wild Facebook page, so get involved. Love to hear what you have to say.
So ruck contest, ball comes down and it's locked up in a pack, but in the meantime, looks like a free kick has been paid. It could be the big man as a King. Gets up groggily. Meanwhile, the free kick was taken by Benny Hanna. Puts it out wide. Finds a teammate out there. I think this is Lynch again. Tell you what, he's bobbed up pretty well in this opening 10 minutes of the second half. Goes, nurses towards the scoreboard pocket. Misses the target. Comes to ground. Umpire lurking. Says infringement there, so it'll go the way to the Brookers. So the Brookers nursing up the far side of the ground. Mark taken out in the distance. Looks like it might be Matt Gardner. So ball going forward. Off hands. Nicholson involved. Putting his head over the ball there and winning a free kick for a high tackle was the Gumeracha player. Looked like it might have been Redden. Ball driven forward. It's by Ensign Sam Hanna, who could be in line for the exclusive Dartfish Beanie presentation, Goldie, after the game. Meanwhile, the ball has found the agency of a Gumeracha player in the scoreboard pocket. For another shot on goal. So possibly the picture you're getting on the stream is a lot brighter than what we're looking at through the window here. As a shot on goal comes. Just try and get that player as they come to salute him after a goal there. So Gumeracha with their second goal of the quarter. So they just pull away a little bit, 6-6 to 4-1 after Kersbrook kicked the opening goal of the second half to sort of bridge the 10-point margin. Got it back to 4 points, but now Gumeracha have extended it back. So 6-6-4-1 here in the quarter. Wild 13.5 minutes gone, third term. Good game of night footy here. Back in the centre. King wins the tap down. Stolen there. Tried to stole it. Kersbrook in the centre of the ground. Cricket pitch area. Held up underneath there. So once again, looked like it was Burge. So big men go at it again. Pittman and King. Once again, a 0-0 result. Ball held in there, so the big men will go at it again. So King wins it down. Oh, actually takes the ball, tries to get the boot. The ball smothered. Ball fed out here. Chancey fed out by Mazuris. So going forward here, will the ball sit here for Peter, the playing coach, dispossessed. Wood keeping close tabs on him. Ball over the boundary line. And we'll have a boundary throw in the half-forward flank area. 14.5 minutes gone. 6-6 plays 4-1. Saturday night live on Call of the Wild.
It certainly is. Gumeracha have just settled over the last 5 minutes or so. Goals to Walters and try and pick up that player at three-quarter time, work out who it was.
Might have been Tripaka because he had Tripka because he had orange boots.
Meantime, free kick here is going to go Gumeracha's way through Ben Hanna. He goes up the wing, finds Remy Deteau. He goes with a lovely low pass, finds a teammate there. I think that's the player who kicked the last goal. Sam Hanna, meantime, goes with a lovely laced out pass into the pocket. And at full tilt, swinging ball inboard. I think that might have been Dylan Harding with the kick inboard pistols. He finds a teammate here who got an opportunity to slip Gumeracha out to...
looks like it's James Taylor, I think, number 30. As I said, boy down from Darwin, his first outing in Magpies colours this afternoon or tonight. So Taylor, as we said, he'd be enjoying the brisk conditions compared to Darwin. At least it's not that sticky rain, I suppose. So James Taylor, how sweet it is.
They like that one.
Puts it up.
Well, it's got the distance. It's got the accuracy.
Got it. They come to him, and you can tell, obviously his first goal for the club. They all get around him.
Lovely kick.
So, 15-minute mark. They just pull away a little bit, the Magpies, after blunt that challenge. They move on to 7-6 to 4-1. Here on Filming Footy, called a wild coverage. Of course, Sports Interactive and Dartfish, thank you very much for your support as well. So good crowd still in the house. Not too many cars have left. And why not? A good way to spend a Saturday night. So back in the centre. Can Kersbrook reply they need to? Ball fed out here. Pitch area. Oh, good pace there. Good clearance through Jack Parker. Drives them forward once again. Oh, wasting no time taking the ball and firing off is Matty Redden.
Sam Hanna takes it.
And Champagne football. Good clearance from the centre. Redden getting involved. And now it's Goldie said Sam Hanna with the ball.
Yep. Dangerous period here for Kersbrook now. Gumeracha just starting to slip into gear at the 17-minute mark of the third term.
Sammy Hanna starts kicking goals. They're in trouble because of, kick 7 without him getting on the board yet. Here's the opportunity for tonight.
That's a
He's
thumping
given it a
kick.
great roost. I tell you what.
No issues.
Over the middle of the goal square players.
8-6 Northern Magpies. Kersbrook 4-1. So that's 4 unanswered goals for Gumeracha after Kersbrook kicked the first goal.
4 in about 5 minutes, Benny.
Yep, first goal with his third term to Burge. And Gumeracha have gone bang, 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 bang. 4 goals to extend their lead now. 8-6 to 4-1. So back in the middle. Nicholson having a bit of a chat to Lockie Peter to see if they can stem this run of goals for the Magpies. Matty Marsden will go head-to-head with Nicholson.
Just dominant in the centre clearances here, Goldie.
Nicholson goes up. Yep, they certainly are. All-star lineup in there at the moment for Gumeracha. Of course, Gumeracha coming into the match with a good win against Kangarilla last outing. And Kersbrook losing their first 2 matches of the season.
Oh, good intercept.
Oh, nice pinch work
Thanks,
there.
McDonald.
Kicks the centre-half forward. Almost the mark there to Daniel Haylock. Snap round the corner. Mazuris is in hot pursuit of Wood. He got a knee to it. It's gone out towards the boundary line. Ooh. And it's going to be a free kick here.
Menzel over the top of Parker, unfortunately infringed him.
Yep.
So Parker takes the free kick. Waste no time, drives towards half-forward flank. Good defensive spoil there, off hands. To toe, wrapped up, going nowhere. So we'll have a ball up. But still good pace in the game.
Good umpiring.
And good umpiring. Good football all round on a Saturday night. What ball would you want? Nicholson got the ball down. Oh, clever handball out there through the agency of Trepka.
Good shepherd.
For a teammate, comes back to Parker. Here's Charlie Graber on the right. Curls it back towards teammate out there.
Holding on.
French was at Hanna. Sam Hanna. Working hard there. Stacks on the middle. Bit of push and shove off the ball behind the play. And looks like a free kick out of that. It's coming back to Gumeracha. Still a bit of push and niggle. So in front of the Kersbrook coaches box.
I think it's Marcus Graham, meantime, pistols. He goes a little short pass to Ben Hanna. Oh, no, Graber. So Charlie Graber. Wheels onto the right boot. Thumping kick towards the half-forward line for the Magpies. Big pack. Majority of them Kersbrook players. Sam Hanna grabs it. Tries to get it to a teammate. Kersbrook should clear here. Up to the wing. And Mazuris takes the mark. Looking to move the ball on board quickly there. But decided to take his time. And he's gone up the wing towards Pittman, who's, is that tunnelling?
Oh, basketball. But it's not basketball, I know. But, yeah. In fact, it has been paid to Pittman.
Yep. So
Pittman with a free kick in front of the packed members' terrace area. Puts it up. Here's a chance for Sam Pittman. He's destroyed by a couple of Magpies coming to meet his Haylock. Here's a chance here close to the line there.
Oh, that's high.
Working hard is Schultz. And Pittman, as in the Sam variety, taken high. So Sammy Pittman right in front of the trailer. The super trailer here. Filming Footy. Bringing it all to you. So Pittman. looking for advice from the crowd. Sends the ball towards the top of the square. Nicholson lumbers out, got his hands to it. Over the back, Gumeracha. Resourceful for defence there through the agency of Trepke. He's all over the field at the moment. Gives that to a teammate. That's a great tackle applied on him. And that was actually Pittman. Jacob Pittman applying the tackle. Quickly moves the ball. Nicholson, was he held there? Could have been. Ball spills to ground. There's a chance for Menzel. He's locked up by Parker. Nil all she cried. So we'll be about 40 metres out straight in front of the Kersbrook goal. And to say they need one would be an understatement.
Yeah, they're still in this, but need a goal from this play. And umpires lurking around. So 21-minute mark, third term from a fully lit hybrid ag Gumeracha oval. Gumeracha have kicked the last 4 goals of this game to slip out to a handy break. Kersbrook been very, very competitive.
It's like a rolling rugby scrum here at the moment, Goldie. As I said, Kersbrook desperate to get one on the board. Gumeracha equally desperate. The big man touch. Oh, taken off hands by Peter. Crashes through. Was he taken high, umpire? Peter looks up, hopefully from the ground. Umpire says no. So he'll come in and ball up. So still dangerous territory here. Martin in front. Got the tap out the back. Taken by Peter this time. Around the body. Through for a minor score. So just Kersbrook's second score in the quarter. They kicked the goal in the first 5 minutes, Goldie, and they've had to wait till the 21.5 minute for a minor score. So 4-2 plays 8-6.
Yep, umpire says play on. Short kick into the pocket. Finds Wood. So probably a few minutes left in this third term. Wood, another short pass. Finds Schultz. He goes further into the pocket area. Lights are on. Gumeracha in their Anzac kit. Short pass. Just happy to wind down the clock here for a little bit, Gumeracha. Low kick. Patient build up. Good work from Kersbrook's forward line to keep the ball from moving out quickly. Sam Hanna, he's under the pump. Eventually the Northern Magpies clear the ball. No, they don't. Parker stripped of it. And Jack Mazuris the tackler. I reckon Lockie Peter would be replaying that play during the week because that was great forward line pressure from Kersbrook to hold the ball in.
Absolutely good call too. So Jack Mazuris amongst the goal kickers tonight. All singles for Kersbrook. Pittman, Mazuris, W. Peter and Burge. So the chance to kick their first goal since 5 minutes into this term. So Mazuris, proven goal kicker. In fact, the leading goal kicker so far this season.
Last year's best on in the GF. Kicks the goal.
That's a real tonic for him late in the quarter. Just brings them that little bit much closer. And where there's life, there's hope, Goldie. 23.5 minutes. 5-2 to 8-6 here on the Call of the Wild. Of course, Knowledge in the Hills Football League sponsors. Police Credit Union, West End, Sharon, Courier Newspaper, Rossdale Homes and Closey's Supermarkets. And of course, our good friends here, media supporters, Filming Footy, Sports Interactive and Dartfish. And the Dartfish boys doing a fantastic job here tonight, particularly James, the cameraman. He'd have icicles coming off his nose, I think.
Well, it's a cold place in the hills, that's for sure. Gumeracha is doing well. Meantime, ball is in the middle, 5-2 to 8-6. So just under 4 goals the margin. 22 points the margin, just to be correct. So what are we at? 24-minute mark. So another one here for Kersbrook. They'll be very confident heading towards three-quarter time. Nice work there. Snap round the corner towards centre forward area. Dropped by Parker. Should have taken that one. Menzel holds the ball in. And it's about 65 metres out from Kersbrook's goal. Big Pittman's down here, ready to take a mark if it comes out of this stoppage. Redden got rid of it, goes to Wood. Clever. This could be last touch though. It's going out towards the boundary line. It'll be last touch. So Kersbrook with the ball.
That's very unfortunate, but Daniel Wood improvising nicely there, but luck's a fortune. So the free kick to go here to the X-Man, Zadvopoulos.
Yep.
In the meantime, there's a bit of indecision here. The academy boys getting involved.
Well, that would be last touch, wouldn't it?
Well, you'd think so. Clearly, he kicked the ball and no one touched it. But anyway, the academy boys called it. The young fella has courage in his convictions. So throw in. Nicholson in front. Double hands it down to a teammate.
Here we go.
Quick hands here to Burge.
Nice.
Sweeping handball out wide.
Oh.
Coming in strongly there was Graber, I think it was. Sorry. Planegger. And ball held in there.
26-minute mark, 22 points the margin. Kersbrook right in this contest. Gumeracha had a 4-goal burst in this term after the Brookers got it to within a goal. But last goal of Kersbrook has breathed a bit of life into this one as we head towards three-quarter time.
So King doing a power of work. His Legion of fans will be happy with his work at the moment, Goldie.
I think so.
But umpire rule will come in and ball it up once again. So King in the action again. Nearly got that down, trying to crash his way through. There was Hannah of the bend variety. Finally, the umpire signals to be a free kick paid. No one knows where's it going. Yes, it's just coming back to Benny Hannah. Infringed high, I suggest. So dual male medalist goes wide. Out here's the target. Lynch is lurking, but also a good mark taken there by Deteau. It's been quite prominent here tonight.
Yep.
Be in the line for the Dartfish exclusive
Beanie.
Nurses the ball across here to James Taylor, who's made a pretty good debut in Hills football.
Yep, he kicks it towards the half-forward line. Oh, almost an overhead mark there. Ball at ground level. Sam Hannah over the top. Kick around the corner there by Marcus Graham, of course, son of Quinton. And on the siren, it's a mark in the forward pocket here for the Northern Magpies. And Coach Lockie Peter would be a little bit disappointed with that last kick, because it's given the Magpies a chance to re-stabilise their 5-goal margin here at three-quarter time. Bit of flashing of the lights as the player comes in, and it's missed it. So three-quarter time, Gumeracha go to 8-7, Kersbrook 5 goals, 2 pistols.
Yeah, still a good game of footy. When they Kersbrook's endeavour, as we said, a side that hasn't won a game, certainly taking up Gumeracha, who's favoured as one of the perhaps contenders, and they kicked their first goal 5-minute mark through Burge, but then there's a string of 4 consecutive goals by the Magpies really put a chink in the recovery for Kersbrook, and as Goldie said, 8-7 to 5-2. So 23-point margin at lemon time here on the Call of the Wild. Trust you're enjoying our worldwide stream. Nocturnal stream, something different, something new. And as I said, James and Tommy are doing a fantastic job here, the Filming Footy technical crew. So as I said, three-quarter time, 8-7-5-2. We'll go and hear from our valuable sponsors, and we'll be back here for the start of the the 4th term here at Gumeracha Oval. In fact, Hybrid Ag Oval in Gumeracha. Back with more shortly. Okay, back here for the start of the last quarter. Jeff Pistola and Benny Goldfinch with you, the filming footy crew. And it's Gumeracha already into attack in the opening seconds of this final term. They lead 8-7 to 5-2, so 23-point margin for the Northern Magpies. Ball coming forward. Moyne fists the ball away. Nicholson beaten to it by Harding. Got that thigh pretty well strapped. Hamstring issue as they clear the ball forward. Peter, got pushed out there. Made sure the umpire saw it, I'd suggest. Follows up with a tackle, though, to hold the ball in the area. So nothing ventured there. So just a score came to us from the Division 1 game under lights has been completed. Mount Barker Goldie 16-8 have defeated Dorada 9-6. So Mount Barker certainly look on an improvement from being last year's Wooden Spooners.
Yep, Gumeracha meantime in the half-back area desperately trying to clear the ball, and they do. 2-on-1 contest. Parker might have given away a free kick here, the co-captain for Gumeracha, and it's going Kersbrook's way. And just trying to pick up the player.
May well be Will Peter, 7.
Pick up the player shortly.
Yep, number 7 it is.
Okay, 22 points the margin, so this will get it back to 16 points the margin. It'll be a handy start for the Brookers to start this final term. And I tell you what, he's nailed that. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant, I should say. The younger brother of Lockie. And he's given his side some real momentum as we head towards the 2-minute mark in the final term here. Just a reminder, we're on Filming Footy YouTube.
Well, it's his second goal of the game, Goldie, and being an ex-Onkers boy, he probably went to someone's famous kicking academy.
I think he would have.
Because he's a dead-eyed dick there, and has had 2 goals, their leading goal scorer at the moment with Mazuris. So back in the centre.
This is far from a blowout. No doubt about that one. Kersbrook are right in the hunt.
The Gumeracha wouldn't want to just slacken off a bit because Kersbrook, with their endeavour they've shown, they're capable of an upset here.
Back in the middle, massive. Nicholson versus Marsden. Clearance here would be handy. Mazuris is lurking. Menzel, is it? I think he's attempting to drive the ball forward, and he's given away, well, it's a free kick against him anyway with good tackle there for the Magpies, and they kick it out towards the wing. It opens it up here. Here's a chance for them. Oh, just getting a kick away. Might have been Matt Redden. Meantime, Mazuris with the ball. He's got the ball on the half-back flank. He's got a player running for him here, Pistols.
Sam Chapman,
who is new to the Brookers this year, along with half a dozen others. Short pass over the top, finds Ryan X.
So the X factor with the ball just short of the wing. Gumeracha working towards the road end. Kersbrook to the Mount Gould end. Forced to kick high, puts it out the big massive Mickelson, who said back in Brookers colours this season after a couple of seasons away. Long serving ruckman hits the ball.
Don't mind that
kick. It does. I think that's Mitch McDonald goes to ground. The tackle, holding the ball, said the umpire. So Gumeracha just blunting this attack. So nurses the ball at the wing. A chance here for Charlie Graber, the former Brooker, takes a mark. And he'll look to drive his new side forward against his old side.
Graber, I think he was leading goal kicker in the comp a few years ago for Kersbrook. Oh, big massive, put the mitts up. Just managed to get away. Oh, that's unlucky.
That's a bit harsh,
given away in danger against Ben Hanna.
You can see just as he was, 2 minds about it, but umpire ruled in danger. So Benny Hanna, half forward.
Oh, good punch.
Good ball there by Haylock, I think it was. Ball comes to ground. Brody variety, held up there, but drawing a free kick. It's Charlie Graber once again. Good follow-up by the former Brooker.
Bang on centre half forward area. Harding on the fast lead. Also down there is Michael Walters. And that's where he goes. Good lead. Didn't rush that kick. Allowed the forwards to do some dummy leading, and then Walters on the lead took a nice mark.
Timed it well, I suppose you could say, Goldie. So Walters showed a bit of acquisition. Only 2 goals for the night. Makes him the leading goal kicker at this stage of the early season.
They've had some good forwards over the years.
Yep, because the big man, the big mummy.
Jeremy Hackett.
Because Walters originally from Golden Grove, joining the Magpies. As Goldie said, wearing a commemoration jumper, actually the 1922 Premiership strip.
Don't mind it. He's kicked it for a point.
Also, as Tim Hanna said during the half-time break, it's got the name of every Gumeracha Premiership player on it.
Wow, so that would have taken a bit of work.
Meanwhile, ball comes out here to Mitch McDonald, takes the
hair.
Yeah. Nick Ingram, we got a lot to answer for. So, McDonald got close to man on the mark, so a high kick.
Massive.
Nicholson puts out the Duke, spills it. Trying to crash his way through there was Lynch. Ball comes out into Hannah. Toe pokes it forward smartly. Lynch overruns it, comes back to Hannah, who's taken high on this occasion. So
he made it, yeah.
So Benny Hannah getting involved everywhere. Bit of push and shove in it, but I don't think much in it, really.
Guards is keen to go here.
So the crowd getting a bit vocal here. That's a great barrage of photographers out here, Goldie. It's like the centre court at Wimbledon, some of the size of the lenses.
Well, they're all...
Wow.
Yeah.
So Benny Hannah.
They've heard it's a draw car event.
That's right, yet to get on the goal kicking list tonight. His brother's kicked one, so dual male medalist.
Oh, he loves it.
Well, it cleared a pack off hands through for
He
a
was
rush.
Saluting the judge there as soon as he kicked it. Didn't even make the distance.
So only 2 behinds for Gumeracha in their first 2 scoring shots this final quarter. Kersbrook kicked the goal. So we're playing 8-9 against 6-2 here, Goldie, as we've played 6.5 minutes for the final
3 goals
term.
even the margin. Kersbrook right in this contest. Kick out of the fence. Off hands. Ball goes towards the boundary line, and the Young Academy boundary umpire will throw the ball in once again, giving themselves a bit of room as the 2 ruckmen go at it, Nicholson and Marsden. So rucks go at it. Just kind of happy to grapple with their guard. Nice work. Got the ball stripped of him. Umpire lets it go. Don't mind that. No dissent in that play, Pistols. And eventually we do, though. We'll have a free kick.
Yeah, they're taken here by Will Peter. Said kick 2 goals. It's got to come back to Will Peter. Now it does. Kick 2 goals. So he's been pretty impressive up forward for the Brookers first season. High kick out towards the wing area.
Pittman was the target.
Comes off hands. Academy boy lurking. Obviously kept in play. Bouncing ball. And this time
is that last touch?
Out. So Gardner says, I'll take it, boys. No, the Academy boy. Well, it's coming back here. It's going to be coming back
Will
here
Peter.
to Pittman. Sorry, Will Peter.
He'd be one of the best players on the ground, young Will Peter.
Very serviceable. So outer side wing of floodlit Gumeracha Oval. High kick is close to the line.
Oh, lovely mark.
Lovely mark.
Big barrel-chested mark there by Pittman.
Yep. Been impressed with his work too, the young fella. So
played in the premiership last year.
Towards the scoreboard pocket. Good defensive work by Gumeracha. Double Cobra spoiled there. Looked like it might have been Cam Redden, I think, Goldie.
I think it is.
Boundary line for a throw-in.
I don't think people will dispute you there.
8-9 plays 6-2, so Kersbrook would dearly love to get another goal here, just to close that margin up a bit, which has been an entertaining Anzac round game here.
Looks like it's all wrapped up in the kitchen.
Tell you what, that fire looks nice to be wrapped up too. Very
There's beautiful
nice
conditions here.
Flaming success.
How good's the oval?
Fantastic. Carpy, what a legend he is. We spoke about him at half-time, his efforts. And the whole Gumeracha Community Club, great little community club which country football's all about in the hills.
Oh, here's a chance for Kersbrook. Stripped it there.
Legal disposal was the call.
Yep.
They just can't get a break, Kersbrook. So deep in defence,
well,
not be that man.
Kind of started in the first quarter. They had lots of inside 50s, but just
Daniel
couldn't get that mark.
Across the ground.
Here we go.
There.
Graber with the ball. Off he goes. Half back line. Goes up the wing with a low, very low.
A very good mark by Walters.
Michael Walters just below his knees.
Very classy footballer. Drives it centre. Here's a lead from Sammy Hanna. Takes it.
Oh,
there's a bit of candy. I'm off to the races as he puts it forward. Here's the toe.
Oh,
one grab, 2 grab. Stolen there.
Off to the races. Thanks very much for coming. That's a goal.
Goal away, Matt Redden to the big rocking horse.
That could be game, set, match for the Northern Magpies as they skip ahead 9-9 to Kersbrook 6-2. A handy break now to the Northern Magpies.
Great work there. Just started back pocket. Daniel Wood. They worked the ball up. Charlie Graber, who's picked up some useful touches in this last quarter, doing the rest. And, well, good finish there. The toe just couldn't hold the ball. But Redden snooping like a thief in the night as he stole the ball and raced away, as we said, to the big rocking horse for 6 points. So, back in the middle, Gumeracha, 9-9, 6-2. Have they broken the back of the Brookers? Ball in the centre, cleared out here. Here's a chance going forward. Redden into the ground there, Kersbrook. Finally, high kick away. Looked like it was Francis. Scrambly play across the half-forward line. Handball comes out wide. Scrambly play half-back area for Gumeracha. Content to hold the ball in. So what's been a entertaining game of football, you finally think Gumeracha may well have broken the back here of the Brookers. 9-9 to 6-2. But one thing you can't doubt is that Kersbrook will be trying to fight out this to the bitter end, that's for sure. Ball comes up the line. Good mark taken there for Gum. Centres the ball here. Racing off now. Could be Schutz. Puts it out wide here. Here's the lead. Walters tries to trap it. Here's a chance with the ball sit. Yes, taken in by Plenegger. Gets a handball back to Redden, the last goal kick of the map variety. Comes back to Walters, sells a bit of candy. Runs around the invisible man. And curls it back nicely. Just invented an invisible opponent there to make it more difficult, was Michael Walters. Fantastic curling snap. That'll be on the highlights. So, Walters, rather nonchalantly curling back his third goal for the night. And you'd think, well, that would be the sealer in the night football conditions. Gumeracha, 2 goals for this term. 1 to Kersbrook. 10-9 to place 6-2. So 31-point margin now in favour of Gumeracha, who appear to be continuing on their unbeaten ways. And Kersbrook, the defending premiers, yet to register a win this season. But having said that, they've been beset with injuries, absentees. Meanwhile, ball comes in again. Moyne in front. Nice track there by Hannah. Bit of hurdle work as he jumped to fall on opponent. Could have put him into Great Eastern if it was still being run. So umpire will come in and we'll have a ball up. In fact, it was Graber. My apologies. So throw up. Pittman. Ball comes down there. Ricochet off there. Fed out there by Haylock. Follows up his own work. Moyne in there as well. Ball held in underneath. So once again, umpire Grant Sims will come in and ball it up just inside the 50-metre arc for Gumeracha as they work towards the road end of the Gumeracha Oval. So ball up. Pittman. Gates Lynch. Graber tries to crash his way. Loses possession of the ball. Once again, held in there. So umpire Sims will come in and once again, ball it up. Pittman. Off hands, quick hands from Hannah, gives it to Deteau. Deteau around the corner, he loves it. Salutes the crowd, his teammates get around him. So Remy Deteau with his second. And surely it could be starting to get a little bit ugly now as Gumeracha certainly getting on top. As they've kicked the last 3 goals unanswered. Kersbrook getting a goal in the opening 90 seconds of this quarter to give him a bit of heart. But as I said, since then, Gumeracha really put the foot on the throat. 3 goals now in virtually 4 minutes has probably sealed the deal as they lead 11-9 to 6-2 here on Call of the Wild Nocturnal version. Trust you're enjoying it. Dying stages of this game now. 13 minutes gone. So, ball comes out here. Still fighting hard there as Peter. Takes advantage, free kick. No, umpire has balled up. No, finally it has to go and forward to the X-Man. Up forward, good grab taken there in front of the illuminated scoreboard. I think this might be Nicholson, is it?
Yep. Their pistols just soaking up the atmosphere. It's great
big
atmosphere
man, yes.
here at Gumeracha.
Yeah, carnival atmosphere.
It is. Got
So-
the fire cranking.
So big Rob Nicholson, as I said, what a stalwart he's been for the Brookers over the years. Multiple premiership players since joining the club. Went away, but obviously back on board this year. Actually coaching the reserves as well, the big fella. And if his B graders know how to kick a goal, they could do no worse than watch him kick as he's split the centre to bring up the 7th goal of the evening for Kersbrook. But I think probably just consolation value now, Goldie. As you said, coming out the 15-minute mark. 7-2 plays 11-9.
Got a bit of banter on the Hills Football League or the Call of the Wild Facebook page. So thanks very much, everyone getting involved tonight. It's been a good night here at Gumeracha. I should say Hybrid Ag Gumeracha Oval, and also we're on Filming Footy YouTube. So back in the middle, What minute mark are we at? Well, so we're about midway through this final term, and we've seen some exciting goals. Pistols kick towards centre half forward for the Magpies. Ball hits the deck. Sam Hannah running at full pelt, slides around a bit. He's wrapped up in the tackle, managed to get rid of it. Player didn't have it there, and the umpire saw it that way. And Graber will have the opportunity against his former side to kick the ball forward. 1-on-1 contest, Mazuris with the fist. McDonald is stripped of it immediately. Here's a chance. Lynch goes to Sam Hannah. Well, okay, maybe that was a set play. Snaps the ball around the pocket. Sam Hannah, what can he do? He's working around the
Ben
ball.
Hannah. Moyne, the goalkeeper.
Hannah, I should say, and that's goalkeeping work there. Nice work. Saves the ball.
Sam Hannah, that was clever how he actually spun the control of the ball away from his body. Can do anything, Sammy. So, Moyne brings the ball back straight down the centre. Mark taken there by Burge, I think it is. Been pretty handy tonight. His debut season for the Brookers goes out towards the wing area. Big leap there from young McDonald. First to recover here is Plenegger. Good body work disposes him. McDonald comes in again, but ball feeds out here. Gumeracha put it back in from whence it came. Bouncing ball. Moyne comes to meet it. Gathers it. Threads his way through. No, he's wrapped up in a tackle from Walters. Holding the ball, says umpire Sims. So nothing going away in the Brookers now after a spirited earlier effort.
Yeah, can't dispute their efforts in the opening 3 quarters, Pistols. But I guess as expected, Gumeracha just starting to put the foot down a little bit here. 32 points the margin. It's not a blowout, that's for sure. But Walters with his opportunity to kick.
He's kicked 3.
4th.
Right in front of us with the trailer, the super trailer.
We might get a bit of a salute of the judge if he kicks this.
So Walters has said former Golden Grove boy.
Kicked a nice goal in this quarter.
Nice aqua boots. He's pulled this one to the left. Through for a minor score. So Gumeracha advanced to 11-11 to 7-2. Accurate kicking from the Brookers and the chances they've had as Moyne brings the ball back in. And a tumbling mark taken there by Matt Francis, the former Overly Valley Bulldog, puts that wide. Here's our Billy Idol man in Menzel. He's crunched. Gets the benefit of a free kick, but a bit of hobbled there. Handballs the ball off to a teammate there in Will Peter. Peter goes long, pack forms, ball comes to ground. Once again, going to be run back in by Gumeracha. No, good work by Kersbrook. Forces the turnover. They put the ball back high. Bouncing ball. Close to the boundary line. Unable to keep it in and goes out near the light tower.
Last touch rule, Gumeracha's with it. We'll just get some stats here from J Hill regarding final quarters.
Meanwhile, ball comes back in here, working his way to the front, dropping the mark there. Gumeracha was Hannah. Ball comes back out here for Kersbrook. Player dragged down there, couldn't get his kick away. Good tackle applied. Gumeracha just keeping the pressure on. Bouncing ball intercepted there. Dispossessed. Umpire letting the ball flow. Finally comes out here to Mazuris. He's been pretty good tonight. Puts the ball forward.
Nice.
And a mark taken there by Pittman, I think it is.
Just keep persisting with the young forwards. Gumeracha's best quarter against Kersbrook over recent times is the 4th quarter, as they average highest quarter score, average about 3 goals. So as you expect, Gumeracha finishing nicely here, but Kersbrook with an opportunity through Pittman, and that's a lovely kick.
Yeah.
On 50, kick the goal.
S. Pittman joining Jay Pittman as goal kickers tonight under the bright lights at Gumeracha Oval. So the Brookers, as I said, can't win the game, but they're not going to go down without a fight in that Brooker spirit. So as 19 minutes has ticked over, they just pull a goal back through the agency of Pittman. They're 3rd for the quarter, 3 goals apiece at the 19-minute mark.
Interesting, between round 7 2010 and round 13 2019, Gumeracha won 1 match.
Mm-hmm.
But as
the wheels have turned,
wheels have turned since the 2019 semi-final. Gumeracha look like they're going to win their 6th of the past 8.
Wow, that's a big shift of momentum. So back in the centre, Nicholson gets the ball down against Marsden. Ball forward, taken here. Gumeracha with a free kick. Here's the lead. Streaming out is Walters. over the top of his head. Oh, bouncing ball, well crumbed.
Salute
and
the
around
judge,
the
son.
corner,
Salute
the Cobras
judge.
up.
Oh.
He loves it. No, was Mitchell Trepcard,
Still wondering what's
former
happening.
Nord under-18s premiership player. Wondering how I missed that, but it's in the book.
In fact, I've given Gumeracha one too many wins. It's 5 of the last 7 Pistols.
But still, that's a
Still,
pretty
that's
good
not
record.
bad.
6 of 8, 5 of 7, Goldie.
Yep.
Pinch of salt, I'd suggest.
Gotta be
Here's a chance for
precise.
Marsden. The big man lumbers in. Did he infringe? No, to the umpire. Play on. Ball comes out the back door. Cross here, Missouri
Oh, he made him earn that one.
Big spoil on Sammy Hanna. But in the meantime, as you said, made him earn it. So the reigning male medalist, Sammy Hanna, with the resultant free kick. Chips it short. And who to, brother? Ben. Just running out of the darkness.
And
Hanna.
he goes kick inside 50. He's got a player on here. Pistols who go off to the races and kick a goal. Is that Marcus Graham? I reckon it is.
It could be Harry Parker. Could be. It is Marcus Graham. My apologies.
Back me in, Pistols.
He's changed his boots. Or in the dark. Yes, they are blue. Sorry. So Marcus Graham, as you said, son of the 40-goal man.
Yep. Well, he's got one on the board, so he'd be happy with that. He's playing on the wing by the looks of it.
So it's just sharing the ball around and just really good delivery there by the Northern Magpies. Just waiting, as you said, timing the leads, finding space. And, well, in the end, 12-12, 8-2. They're probably going to run out with a
22-minute mark.
Good victory. So back in the centre. Ball comes down. Mazuris, he hasn't stopped trying. He's tackled in the area. Sorry, actually a free kick there. Matty Francis, my apologies. So Matty Francis, former Onka Valley boy, drives it forward. It's all Gumeracha back there and a chop out mark taken to relieve that attack. So Gumeracha cruising to their 3rd win from 3 starts this season. Cricket pitch area. Good mark taken there by Hanna. Ben Variety. He goes extra wide out here to the man just come on.
Just come
it's
on.
King.
The King wing.
King size performance, I suggest. Oh, eloquent foot pass out here. Finds Harry Parker. Passer races forward. Look at that. Silver service
Here
to
we
Walters.
Go. Gee, we've got a lot of activity in this pocket tonight.
Absolutely. We've picked the right spot. That's for sure.
Prime time sort of location.
But just the play there of King. The mindset just to get the ball and just creativity abounding. I can see why he has a legion of fans here, Goldie.
Yes. Well, is this for number 4 for the sharpshooter from Gumeracha?
Yes, because he missed the last one.
Yes. I'll put him down here for a goal. 45-degree angle, 40 metres out.
This one he's happy with.
Bang. Thanks very much. Good kick. 13-12, 90. So Kersbrook 8-2, 50. So 40-point margin.
I suggest Goldie, he might be in the running for the beanie for the most effective player on the ground.
Most effective. Happy with the most effective. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be good to have a chat. So maybe as the siren sounds, you might just want to wander out, bring him over.
Yeah, yep.
And we'll have a chat to him. Obviously, unfortunately, our roving mic is not working, but it'd be good to have a chat with him, find out a bit of history about him.
Yep.
Certainly 4 goals tonight. He's been a driving light. So 13-12, 98 to 50. So 40-point ball game here at Hybrid Ag Gumeracha Oval. But it's been an entertaining game of country football division. Hills Football League. Trust you've enjoyed it here on Filming Footy and, of course, Sports Interactive and Dartfish. Thank you very much to their support. So back in the centre, umpire Rule sets it up. Dying minutes of this game now, 23 gone.
Minute, yep.
So stalemate, and umpire Rule will come in once again.
Would have stayed here until the end.
Yeah, good crowd in the house. As I said, it's not that late. What are we going? 7:30, I think. 25 to 8.
Got much planned after this, Pistols?
Not at all.
Heading out for dinner?
Just go home and get prepared for tomorrow's a big game, Collingwood and the Suns, Goldie.
Oh, sensational. Yeah, of course. Looking forward to that.
There's a ball locked up half-forward flank area. Just the usual Saturday night, mate. But
what game are we doing next weekend? Do we know yet?
Well, I think you raid Loberthal, because Loberthal doing Battle of Hahndorf at the moment over the hill. Actually,
and I think our next country division match, all going well, might be the Dashwood Valley
Cup. Yes, Kangaroo and Meadows want to see a bit of country footy, country division this year. Spread the love here on the Hills Footy.
All right, I might just go and see if I can run on the ground shortly and get this. What are you going to call it? Most effective player.
Most effective player, yeah. Yep. So,
all right.
Get him and whack the cans on him when he comes and have a bit of a chat to Michael Walters. Not giving anything away, but he's been very effective. So, ball in the hands of Kersbrook here. Looks like it might be Burge. Long shot. I tell you what, that's not a bad attempt by Burge late in the game. Very good kick. So as I said, Kersbrook not going away, which augurs well for the rest of the season. They're just showing that fight that you'd expect from the boys in the usually the double blue jumpers. So Goldie going out and mingling with the masses out there. So 5 goal in the last quarter to Gumeracha and 4 to Kersbrook. A pretty good contest as far as goals and forwards movement. So throw up in the back in the middle. King it was against Nicholson. Ball comes out here once again. Scrambly play. Ball held in there. Umpire rule will come in and call for another recommencement of the game. So up we go again. One down there by King. Gumeracha trying to push forward. So another ball up. Ball comes down. Locked up again. So it's just a rolling series of ball ups now towards the end of the game. 26 minutes gone.
Pistols, we're just going to do a bit of a sound check out here.
Very good, Goldie. Very good. We've got it working.
I'm out here at
Magic.
level. Got the head.
Meanwhile, racing forward, Daniel Wood puts it forward and find a teammate in the pocket. This may well be Trepka. So, ball, forward pocket area. Shots it towards the top of the goal. Here's the toe, uses his body well. Oh, nearly takes a sensational falling mark. Coming in there, locked up in attacker was Neindorf. Locked up there by Chapman. So, deep in the forward pocket, pushing forward. So Gardner nominated for the ruck. Gets the ball down towards McDonald. Taps it to himself. Wrapped up in a tackle by Sammy Hanna. Going nowhere is the Kersbrook youngster. So once again we will have a ball up. So umpire rule. Pitches the ball up. Front position. Nicholson. Big fist forward. First to get there was Neindorf. Dispossesses. He goes to ground. Comes back here to the King. Oh, he sidesteps an imaginary opponent. Then gets his boot the ball. Puts it up in. Drifting into space. And taking the mark there is that man Deto. So Remy Deto. Chance to kick his 3rd goal for the evening. And the 14th for the Pies. They need 13-12 to 9-2 here. Dying stages of the call with the Wild. Coming to you from Gumeracha Oval. Entertaining night game here to christen the new lights officially. Anzac round game. So Deto, kick from about 30 metres out, virtually straight in front, I'd suggest. Goal umpire moves a little bit, but not too far. So Deto, 2nd for the quarter, 3rd for the match. That's Gumeracha. Just push further ahead. Goldie, how's it out there?
That's lovely atmosphere out here. Got me, Pistols? Yeah, lovely atmosphere out here. Gumeracha supporters just telling Kersbrook people to head home, basically. Yeah.
Can you give us a due rating?
What's that?
Give us a due rating of the turf.
Due?
Yeah.
No, it's fine still. I give it a few more hours and she'll be bit cold.
Icy.
Yep.
So 14-12, 96 plays, 9 at 2:56. So back to a 40-point margin in favour of Gumeracha.
It's starting to get a bit misty.
So back in the centre, King was the leaper. That's Nicholson. Ball fed out here, bouncing ball in the cricket pitch area, overrunning it. Mazuris with his body in there.
There you go, Pistols. Thanks very much.
There it is, the siren. Completes the game. What's been a very good win here. Good game of footy, but in the end, 14-12, 96. Gumeracha have beaten Kersbrook 9-2 a game. Kersbrook 56, so a 40-point margin in the end here. As Goldie's just making his way out to the centre of the ground. And he'll have a special guest for us here in the Call of the Wild for our award for most effective.
Pistols, you got me? Hey, Michael. Thanks very much for joining us. 4 goals tonight. I think you kicked 5 in the opening couple of rounds or last week.
I kicked a heap of points in the first game.
Yep.
Yeah, last week I kicked a few.
We'll just go forward a bit here. Got me, Pistols? Yep, all good. So just here with Michael Walters. 4 goals tonight. We're giving you the most effective player on the ground. So for your full work, what do you think of tonight's game?
Yeah, it was good. I haven't played a night game in years, so it's good fun. Yeah, kick a few was nice.
So just tell us how you ended up at Gumeracha.
Well, I was playing down the hill at Golden Grove, and then my mate Sean King, the big ruckman, was up here, so he got in my ear and come up here for a bit of a change and something different. So yeah, I'm loving it up here. It's fucking
Enjoy it?
yeah, great bunch of boys, and yeah, good fun.
And 3 and zip, so good start to the season.
That's it. Yeah, we're going well. Hopefully we can keep it rolling.
All right, we're giving you a Dartfish beanie there, so good on you, Michael.
Cool. Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Thanks very much there to Benny. While you're out there, Benny, just give us the report, the conditions.
What was that, Pistols?
Just give us a report, the conditions.
Well, it's starting to get misty. It's reminding me a bit like Heathville. Just
Yes.
a little bit. But no, it's actually lovely night out there. Beautiful.
Nice
So-
and balmy.
A little bit balmy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's nice.
So you reckon James, the cameraman on the roof, he'd be up for another game?
I don't know. You're right up there, James? He's fine. Thumbs up.
It'd
I
be a
think he's
bit-
ready for another
It'd be a
game.
bit like Scott of the Antarctic.
Hey, I reckon they're doing some presentations. So we gave Michael Walters for most effective
Yeah, I think they
with
might have
4
the
goals.
Anzac
Do
medal.
you want me to go out there
Yeah,
and see if I...
wander around. We'll keep the camera on you. So Benny, our intrepid man, is just wandering out there. Hopefully we don't lose contact as we did earlier in the day. But had a very good game of footy, played in good spirit. As we said, these two sides have a bit of a good rivalry, but everything played in...
Hey, Pistols, I'm not sure if you got me here. I just got Trevor McDonald.
You don't need me.
Trevor, what do you think of tonight's game?
I couldn't see very much, so I can't say. I was about as expected.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good on you, Trev. Good work.
And Vice President of the RSL Sunrise here at Gumeracha is Sam Hanson.
Well, still Sam Hanna winning the medal.
Yeah, just having a few difficulties there, but I think Sammy Hanna, number 5, has been the recipient of the Anzac Round Medal here, presented by the Gumeracha RSL. In fact, Senator Andrew McLaughlin involved, and Patricia McScoviak will present the cup, but Alan Huggins, who's the involved with the Gumeracha sub-branch, just presenting the Anzac medal there. And now the Gumeracha boys will receive the Mcscoviac Cup, which we spoke about at half-time, the history behind that, and the revered Milton Mcscoviac, and now his honour is perpetuated in the cup that the two clubs play for, that he was strongly associated with back in the day. So great to see, and as I said, just epitomises community football. So Gumeracha running away, a very good win here, 40 points in the end. As I said, quarter time they got out of the blocks, they had 3-1 behind, and 10 points at half time, 4-5 to 3-1 after the Brookers had made a bit of a comeback. Third quarter, 23 points they led by at the end of there, 8-7 to 5-2, and then the last quarter just rattling home, kicking 6 goals to 4. So as I said, still plenty of goal scoring at both ends, but just proving too strong overall was Gumeracha. So congratulations to them. as they maintain their unbeaten season. Just the obligatory photo being taken there. Good work as Goldie has returned to us. We just lost you down with the presentation, Benny, but good work with Michael Waters, and he'll be a pretty good asset. And I'll tell you what, a bit later on he'll probably cherish getting that the covered exclusive Dartfish beanie.
Well, Sam Hannah won the best player medal.
Yep.
There. I mean, he just turns up and
he
plays well.
Well, he's got more medals than you'll see on Anzac Day. Male medals, now the Anzac medal. So well done to Sammy Hannah, who did play a good role. But the nature of the award that we give is most effective, and Michael
Most
Waters
effective player, I like
certainly
that.
with
4
goals. Yes, Remy the top with 2, and for Kersbrook, Will Peter with 2, and Mazuris with 2.
And Michael Walters, did he kick that goal in the final quarter that was pretty special?
Yes, he did. Yeah. He did.
So
yes, that's a very good
goal. So he deserves
goal.
the beanie.
So before we leave, which will be shortly, past our bedtime, Goldie, because as I said, usually we're finishing up. Tonight we
got a score from Harndorf and Lobethal.
No, we haven't.
Well, hang on to your hats. Hang on.
All right, we can give you everything. Yes, we. For those who mightn't have heard the other scores throughout the day, I'm trying to get Mount Torrens score from there. Chunga 11-14 defeated Onka Valley 9-3. Nan Brimmer 8-12 defeated Mount Lofty 7-14. 4-point margin to the Rams, so they're riding high at the moment. Blackwood 10-18 defeated the Raiders 7-12 after winning their first 5 last year. Goldie Raiders yet to get a win this season. And Country Division, the other game, which was tonight game, the Summit Mount Barker. Big win here, 16-8 defeated Urada Districts 9-6. A lot of people were tipping Urada as a premiership threat. I know it's early in the season, but back-to-back losses for Urada is something you don't normally see. As I said, Country Division, other games earlier today. Kangarilla 13-7 defeated Birdwood 8-14. Ironbank 16-15 defeated Meadows 7-11. And as we said here, Gumeracha 14-12 have defeated Kersbrook 9-2.
Phil Hannah just said, nice work, Gum. How's Carpy's barbecue going?
Well, I'll tell you what, the way it was going before, we wouldn't need the MFS up here. There was smoke everywhere. So
hang on, I got a Harndorf Lobethal, I think. Hang on. Harndorf
right.
usually.
Just
Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, wow. Oh, no, it was 3/4 time. It was Harndorf 6-4, Lobethal 4-9.
Okay.
So that's it looks like a close game of football.
If you hop
just down the road.
If you hop in the Huddlemobile, Goldie might get there in time for the final quarter. Possibly.
We've had a good time here.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you very much to the Gumeracha Football Club for their hospitality to us and the Filming Footy team. And we must say a big thank you to our sponsors as always, because Filming Footy, Sports Interactive Dartfish, and of course the Hills Football League sponsors. I just lost my bit of paper here professionally. Well. Police Credit Union, West End, Sharon, Courier Newspaper, Rossdale Homes and Closey Supermarket. So we thank them very much for their work. And of course we've got to thank our special guests for joining us, because Tim Hannah, coordinator of the Anzac ceremony this afternoon, and John O'Day, who told us a bit about these magnificent lights out here, and certainly a good advertisement for night football in the Hills, Goldie. As I said, perhaps getting towards the stage of the season where it's getting a bit chilly. But earlier in the season, why wouldn't you have night games? It's fantastic. As you can see, the atmosphere here, brilliant.
I've got a few comments on the Filming Footy page. Jack Page says, Pistols, how many free kicks received for Ben Hannah? Got a few kicks.
Got a few. Perhaps he's a guy who takes a lot of punishment, I know. But
HJ Films says, who's the umpire? Well, we've got Brian Rule and Grant Sims doing the middle work. Riley, Jaden, John and Trevor McDonald doing boundary and goal umpires. And a comment here about Harry Parker as well. There you go. So thanks very much for the interaction.
Yes, thank you very much for everyone who's joined us on social media. And it's great to know that there's people out there watching and enjoying the product. And as I said, Hills Football League, we think we have a very good product. So, of course, we've got to thank the big man, Johnny Douglas. Although, John, we think we need a heater and a light, okay, if we can do some more night games. But we've got to thank James on the roof filming, who's brought you all the great shots down the barrel. And Tamaya, new producer. Thank you very much for your input tonight, mate, producing it all. I know it's a bit hard when you got to work with clowns, but, we try hard and you've kept us in line. So thank you. A great debut performance, mate. We look forward to working with you throughout the year.
Oh, Carpy's here.
Oh, here's a man we're going to get for...
Here we go.
Here we go.
No, you want some hot food? I'm sorry. You want some food?
We'll be in a minute, mate.
All right.
We'll have...
Thanks, Carpy.
And just tell us, a lot of people want to know. We've had a lot of comments want to know about the lawn here.
The grass.
The grass. Tell us about the grass. How many hours a day do you take? Ian Carpenter, erstwhile jack of all trades. Tim Hanna said he is, but I think you got him picked with the lawn. Tell us a bit about the lawn here, quickly.
It badly needs an inch of rain.
Inch of rain?
Inch of rain, any time it wants. But no, you can still play cricket on it. It's a good surface, but it's until winter comes in the hills.
Yeah.
It's easy.
And fantastic, the markings here, the black and white markings, and it's been. Just tell us about the concept. We're talking about night football in the hills. There should be more of it. I know it's a little bit chilly now, and perhaps it's turning of the season. It's the wrong time from now on. But earlier in the season, it's just a winter when you look around here and see all the people wearing the fires.
This first couple of weeks. Because once the cold sets in, if it's cold at 3 o'clock or raining, people are going to stay home and watch it on TV. The AFL. So it's only for the first couple of seasons, couple of games.
Now these lights are fantastic because John O'Day said you're used to the old ones. He said Carpy used to love the old ones because he used to hide in the pocket at training, in the dark pocket. Is that right?
No, that's an exaggeration.
Is it really?
It's an exaggeration. But we did used to play pre-season comps.
Yes, I know. Yeah, night
against
series
them. Yeah, back 40 years ago.
Yeah. And just quickly, what a turnaround you've seen the Gumeracha Football Club the last 5 years or so, having won that breakthrough flag and now sitting up 3 from 3, and of course beating your old rivals. I can't wipe the smile off your face, but Gumeracha looking pretty good. As we said, a little community club. They typify what country football in the hills is about, isn't it?
Generally all goes around in circles if you're patient enough.
Yep.
Sometimes
you're a patient
it takes
man,
longer than others.
Eh?
But it's yeah.
Someone told me you were blonde last time they won the flag.
Mousy brown.
You're patient.
Thin, suntanned. Chick magnet.
Absolutely. But fantastic, mate, and thanks for the hospitality that we love coming out here to Gumeracha. So thank you very much.
And we thank you for the promotion of hills footy and country footy, because it's so important to little clubs and it gets people involved in that sort of stuff. And look, I know you're probably making a squillion out of it, but it is he's making a squillion out of it. Hey, he's counting his money now. He's got $100 notes. But it is greatly appreciated by little clubs, and we all got to look after each other, because otherwise the competition fails.
Yep.
So it's and we're all just a year by year proposition, because no one, you could easily use 10 or 15 players in a year.
Yep.
Anyone can. So.
Well, that's interesting. We love your astute comments, because you're a man who's been around the country division or Div 2 footy for a long, long time. You can see the problems that are there, and as you said, it's just a matter of soldiering on. There's some problems. They're not just isolated to Division 2 either.
No. But it's and it's country football all over.
Yeah.
All
absolutely.
over. Everyone has it. But if clubs have got to help each other out and look after each other.
Yep.
Otherwise, it just you don't want someone just dominating year after year after year, because there's no point.
Absolutely. All right, mate. Thank you very much. We know you've got to get out and put the covers on the oval, put it to bed, so to speak. So thank
you very much. But thanks for your promotion.
No worries at all. Ian Carpenter there joining us, Goldie, and what a hero what a great man he is. One of those unsung volunteers that a lot of clubs have, and
all right.
football.
Thanks very much, everyone, for listening.
And okay, that's about wraps us up. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage here in the Call of the Wild. Don't forget, for the latest on footy, the Reformed Huddle Wednesday nights on 88.9 FM. We look forward to joining you again for the Call of the Wild coverage of the HFL game of the round. But until next time, on behalf of all the team, this is Pistol signing off, and keep chasing your goals. Bye for now.